KID, something new. Mike's Corner, DMV stand up. Yo, Mike's Corner, pull up a seat, grab a cigar, chop it up with the DMV. We going hard and bringing them something new, breaking down the daily news. Tune in and listen, talking sports to politicians and what's trending on the street. Ain't no limits, ain't no gimmicks, we just getting to the business. Raise your glass in attendance, yeah. On the corner, round the clock, bringing issues to the table. It's that uncut reality, gotta cover the facts. We living amongst tragedy and still giving back. Numbers don't lie, tell Mike pull up the stats and let's go. And they some of the realest though, Mr. Sean, Mike Willens. On the corner, meet me on the corner, Mike's Corner. Politicking, pull up a seat and listen. On the corner, meet me on the corner, Mike's Corner. Politicking, pull up a seat and listen. On the corner, meet me on the corner, Mike's Corner. Politicking, pull up a seat and listen. On the corner, meet me on the corner, Mike's Corner. Politicking, pull up a seat and listen. Mike's Corner.
What's up? One DC Radio, live in effect. We got Mike's Corner. How y'all doing out there, man? Waiting on the fellas to get in here. Mike, Will, and Sean, man, they on their way. We got a big show for y'all today, man. We're going to definitely touch in on this surviving R. Kelly story. It's going on Lifetime. We also are going to talk a little sports in the playoffs. I know, NFC East still strong out there. Also, cover a little bit about what's going on in the NBA, a little bit of sports and stuff, man. Going to start off with talking about weekend. My last weekend, I didn't do much of nothing, man. I was, chilled out in the house. Wasn't feeling too well, man. A little under the weather, man. Caught the playoffs, though. Had a great weekend because my Cowboys won that game. Can't complain about that. What else I do, man? I didn't do much of nothing, man. I just chilled out, like I said. Watched playoffs all weekend. Trying to get over and then see what y'all talking about. What else is going on? Let's see what else we got going on out there, man. I'm looking for y'all comments, man. Where is it at? I don't see anything going on. But anyway, yeah, we were getting into all of that, man, a little later. But how did y'all enjoy these playoffs? I'm going to go ahead and start off with that because the fellas ain't here yet. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about that. It was kind of wild for me, that first game. That probably was the only lopsided game I saw was the Colts in Houston. It was kind of ugly. It was very, 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 very lopsided. Wasn't expected to see that, man. I thought Deshaun Watson would have did better than what he did. Didn't look like he knew what he was doing out there, man. He looked like a real rookie out there, but he's not a rookie. Of course, we all know that. But, yeah, Andrew Luck looks like he's back 100%. Frank Reich, head coach, ex-Eagles offensive coordinator. Looks like he is the right fit for those Colts, man. I think they can do it, man. They're going on next week to face the Kansas City Chiefs. And that boy Patrick Mahomes and them, who lost that boy Kareem Hunt, man, due to some stupidity. What else was going on? Let's see. You had the next game was, of course, the Cowboys versus those Seahawks, man. And the team that Romo fumbled against. That was just that's a bad memory, man. I don't even want to talk about that. We had them then, but, we finally got over that hump, man, and beat them, man, and got them out the way. Bash our skins, fans, man. The team y'all let in the playoffs, man, y'all let them in. And now, look, they going on, and Nick Foles looks like he's doing the same thing he did last year. Foles magic is in effect. The Eagles are going on to face the New Orleans Saints, a rematch of last year, I believe it was the NFC East Championship. No, they faced the Vikings last year, but they put the Saints out the way. So we'll see if Drew Brees can hold down that home field advantage they gain. See what's going to happen with that, man. But, yeah, you all let them Eagles in, man. So it looks like we're going to have a NFC East battle going on next weekend, with the Cowboys facing those Rams, and we got the Eagles facing those Saints. Man, can you imagine a Cowboys versus Eagles NFC conference championship game? Do you know how wild? I'm just saying, man. For the division, that's great for the division alone. So, I know all the other teams probably for the championship. And then on the other side, I think on the other side, man, Baltimore, man, they laid an egg last weekend, man. They definitely laid an egg, man. They couldn't get the ball passed out there. It just looks like they just didn't know what they were doing. Flacco wasn't going to come in the game. You know what I'm saying? I think they should have made that decision at halftime because it looked like Lamar was just not ready for this playoff appearance in full effect, though. But, yeah, I just think that Baltimore just disappointed a lot of people with the decisions they were making. The running game was not working. You forget that they just played the Chargers 2 weeks ago in Week 16 of the NFL regular season. So, with that being said, it looks like the Chargers was ready for them this time around. I don't know. They just look terrible. Let's put it that way. Phillip Rivers, man, he put on a show. You know, he did his thing, man. The Chargers look like they may advance on. They plan going to New England. They going up to that juggernaut up there in what's the place? New England is in Boston. So yeah, they're going on up there to face them, man. And I don't know how that's going to look, but that's going to be a nice battle between them two. But Tom Brady, of course, you know, he runs the machine up there, man. It's hard to beat New England in New England. I don't care what nobody says. Foxborough, that's what it is. I was thinking about the word. So I don't know if the Chargers will come out on top on that game, but we'll see. We shall see. But I really think New England's going to take it. That's just probably a no-brainer. But then the other side of the AFC, you got the Colts going into Kansas City, like I said earlier. Mahomes versus Andrew Luck. Good battle. Looks like ahead, but looks like Colts got a good running game, man. I think they have a good running game. I can't even lie. But we'll see how that comes out. We'll see how that turns out, man. Real talk. I see these fellas ain't got here. Yeah, I'm looking at their messages now, man. Looks like, okay. Yeah, so we got all that going on. Also, you got some NBA stuff going on also right now. We got who had played as this? My Spurs, you know, I'm a Spurs fan, man. Spurs looking good. They turning around lately, man. Looks like they doing a little something. They just beat, of course, the Toronto Raptors, who, of course, you all know about the trade that happened over the offseason. That was between Kawhi Leonard being traded to the Toronto Raptors for DeMar DeRozan and a guy named Podol. So you lost Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green. So they basically swapped two players per team. And Kawhi Leonard came on in to San Antonio, man, and he did not, and I mean not, get the reception that everybody thought he was going to get. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? That traffic out there, the accident?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I can dig it, man. Let me see. Which one is your mic? The blue one? Gotcha. Yeah. Say what's up to the world.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, man. So, yeah, I was just touching on some sports because I ain't want to go in on that R. Kelly subject till we all got in.
Yeah, not just yet. Not just yet.
Yeah,
not just yet. That's going to take some time. That's going to take some real time.
Yeah, but I was just touching up on the Spurs game that when
of course you were. Of
course, you know.
Of course,
a little dibble dabble on a little bit, you know.
Absolutely.
But man, Kawhi Leonard did not get the reception he thought he was going to get. Well, I don't think anybody thought he was going to get a good reception because of how he handled it last year when he left and decided to leave the organization the way he did.
Well, right. I mean, of course. He should have known he was going to be coming in hostile territory.
Yeah, but I didn't think he was going to come in there and lay the egg he laid because DeMar DeRozan showed why. He should have been, that they made a mistake by trading him away from Toronto. You know what I mean? So the Spurs really handled themselves very well. They beat them by. Let me get that as a factual score.
But ain't Toronto record better than theirs though? Ain't Toronto record better than theirs?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. That makes it even worse. That you let the Spurs beat you that bad.
Hey,
you full team. Well, I will give them this out.
It's the NBA, bro. Any given
I will give them the out of. They didn't have Kyle Lowry playing, so he was out. I think he chose to sit out. Honestly, I think he could have played, but I think he chose to sit out because he didn't want to really go against DeMar DeRozan.
Dog, you know they have to play a certain amount of games as part of their contract. Ain't nobody just sitting out for nothing, bro. Trust me.
I think it's some things behind it though. Sometimes, man.
Man, I showed you before with when the football joint, people got to play. You got to play a certain amount of games, certain amount of percentages before before you get certain incentives hitting your contract.
Okay.
So, you ain't sit on no game just to sit out, Slim. It's gonna mess your money up.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
So they need that bread, Slim. Man, traffic is horrible out there, bro.
I've been hearing about this since like 4:30. Come out and call me on the phone and say, man, the traffic is horrible out here. I'm like, really?
Man.
I was glad I live right down Sula Parkway, so it was smooth sailing for me getting here. But
man, I'm coming from.
Oh yeah, you coming from our Western blip?
I was coming from Lorton, Virginia, Slim.
Oh, right, and I was coming from Springfield, Virginia.
I drove through Springfield to get to Lorton, then had to get my car and come here. Like, bruh.
Oh, that's right. You had to drop the truck off. Oh, it's worse.
Yeah.
I left the office, and then it wasn't too bad until I got across the bridge.
Right.
What you need? Oh,
yeah.
Man. Did you play the song? The joint
I
is on
started
the
the
joint.
show. Yeah, I started the show with it.
Okay,
Yeah.
It was the new joint.
Nah,
I ain't got
a
no- I
new
just
joint coming. We do have a new one coming though.
Got a new one coming for 2019 out there for y'all, man.
We do got a new one coming.
Yeah.
Shout out to my main man Q.
Yeah.
He got a new one coming though. But I'm trying to figure out like, hey, so how was y'all talk
I
about y'all
started
weekend?
my weekend off already before y'all walked in.
I walked in.
Well,
2 minutes
how
just
was your
before
weekend, man?
My weekend was it was all right. It was all right. Friday, me and Mike went out to this new cigar spot. Didn't like it, but it was all right.
Didn't like it.
It was too small. It was too small. That's what it was. It was too small.
Everybody shoulder to shoulder in that joint.
Yeah, you literally
that type of thing.
Yeah.
I feel you.
And then coming out the joint, coming to the truck. But I'll let him tell that story.
I still say the worst cigar experience
crazy.
ever was the one when we was up north. We was in that basement with all the Italians, man. Like
the mob dude.
Oh,
yeah.
man. Hey, look,
Oh,
walking
with
through
the
them, I was
twins.
like, ugh.
That spot was better than where we went to Friday.
So
See,
awkward.
We differ. Like I like small crowds.
Right, me
I
too.
Okay.
I like small places. I
Right,
do,
right.
because
It's quaint.
it's quaint for me. I like that
Yeah.
joint. The joint called TG's, right there, right by the convention center. For me, I don't like. You know what I'm saying?
Is that like right where the old Safari was? Up on that side road right there?
It's like a block
Oh,
away.
oh,
it's
right.
a block. It's
I
on
would say
Ninth.
it's-
Oh, it's
right.
Ninth.
I would say
Okay,
it was like
okay.
2 blocks from there, something like
Gotcha,
that.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's quaint for me. I like it. Drinks ain't number $10.
Drinks was alright. Now the drinks were good.
And I would say this, man. I was riding down Silver Hill Road. I got a flat. I don't know if y'all saw my social media. I got a flat
Again?
overnight. No, not again.
I was
From
gonna
that
say,
time.
didn't he get
So I
another
went over
flat?
there and I got the tire fixed that night. This is a 24-hour tire spot.
Mm-hmm.
And as I left there, I turned left on Silver Hill to go towards Pennsylvania Avenue.
Right.
Right on the right, there's a little tobacco vape shop. That joint is 24 hours. I said,
Oh, yeah.
Wow, this
By the
is
gas
becoming
station?
some serious
Where?
business. Right there
Right
across
there.
from where the Silvestris is
Yeah.
used to be. Right, we
On
are one on the-
Suitland and all that right
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
right there. It's
Yeah.
on the right hand side where the
Yeah.
old Bolton Alley duck pen joint used to be.
You can't really
can't
smoke
really-
in there, but I've been in there.
Which mean you can't? Which
It's
mean
lit up.
Which mean you can't smoke
I mean,
in there?
you can smoke in there for a minute, but it'll blow you out of there. I've been in there once.
Yeah, but I mean,
Why? 'Cause
for
it's
them
so
to be
small,
open
it's so
24
small,
hours
it's so
for you to go in
small
there to
and
buy
smoky.
anything you need for your vape pen
Right.
or any kind of type of tobacco or
Right.
thing you put on your hookah, anything
Yeah.
for that
And they
24-hour spot.
Right, but they don't have no like. As far as for us with the cigar spot, it's more of a vape crowd. Than,
I'm just like to
than
be
a
open
cigar
24
crowd.
hours though, like a 7-Eleven. Like
That's
damn,
serious.
it's serious business. Like
Yeah.
That's a
somebody
serious
wake up at 2 in the morning, I need some more from my.
But yeah, so
man.
I mean, like I said, it was a nice little spot because I just like downtown, the ambiance, cool, drinks was good, everything.
I mean, the ambiance was nice, but it's just to me, it was just a little bit too small.
Yes.
But Saturday, it's crazy thing. I had my company holiday party after the holiday.
After
Go
the
figure. Yeah, at of all places, Dave and Buster's. It was tacky. It was tacky.
My bad.
Sunday, had the meeting. Of course, our meeting, and then had some errands to run, and pretty much that's it. My business was chill. It wasn't too busy.
Well, I know Friday, I don't think I did. What, Friday? Was it Friday we went out?
It was Friday.
It was Friday, yeah. Friday. Went to the cigar joint. You know, I ain't been to a cigar joint in a minute, too, so I was just geeking to go anyway. But come out.
Oh, man. I saw the post.
We were talking about your window busted. I mean, your window down? I was like, window down? Like, no.
Hold on, wait. What kind of question is that? You left your window down, like completely down?
But
like,
it's the passenger
It was
window.
the passenger window.
And that, though.
like, why would that be that?
Like,
Yeah,
right,
I was like, why you put the window down?
if anything, did you leave my window down?
Well, because you know he got that remote start on his truck.
Yeah.
But you know how some remote starts
Some of
they
them
don't
do.
roll the window
Mine
down.
do.
That's true. That's true.
And see, that's what I thought you
It
did.
don't roll one window
One
down.
window
It
down.
roll all
Hey,
the
man,
windows down.
We were drinking. We were drinking.
Yeah. You like you had to take a double take, like.
Yeah, but I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, so the window, I'm like, so then, but the police was on the corner.
Right there.
They don't pay attention to nothing, man. You know what they
The
looking
police
at?
on the
Their
corner.
cell phone or laptop. That's all they doing,
The police
man.
sitting right there on the corner. I'm like,
Chilling.
so he said, I got on the wheel, went and talked to him. He was like, man,
He's like, damn, I just got here.
and I was like, the thing about it. So then, of course, you know, I look by my tire. It's glass by my tire.
Right.
And you got 10, so it's like, okay, particles that came off the 10, because it's 10
No.
usually
No.
sticky.
No.
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 What is it?
Whoever parked it before me
They
got their
him
windows
too.
busted out.
So somebody sitting there in the folding chair just buzzing out somebody in that parking space?
So I'm talking
No.
to the dude. I mean, so we talking to the police. He like, man, this, you know, it's been a problem, yada yada yada. So I noticed this dude walking up, him and this girl, and I'm like, like you jive, like why you looking at us, like bruh, like right now it ain't a good time.
Right.
Come to find out,
Three cars
his
up.
car three cars down, his joint busted out.
Got him.
Somebody was watching y'all park,
Hey,
man.
Slim,
They like,
but
okay.
ain't nothing in my car.
Right.
Don't
but I
nobody
mean-
keep nothing in the car no
Nah,
more,
no,
bruh.
Nah,
Nah,
nobody
nah,
cute.
nah.
But that dummy did.
He did.
kept his briefcase.
He had
in
his
there.
briefcase in the car.
Why you ain't put it in the trunk? Come on, dude.
Yeah, matter of fact, because my cousin I bowled with, he told me his car had got broken into that same night that you had your incident.
Oh, wow, for
in
real?
front of his
Wow.
house though.
Dang.
And he told me, he said, "Damn, they got me for my this, that, my wallet." I said, "Oh man,
Yo, why is your wallet in your car?
another tape, man." You know what I'm saying? I don't understand.
Well, see,
why
Tate leave his
people-
wallet in his car because he ain't got no money in it. So
But still, it's like you got an ID, you got all kinds of stuff, your work badge, all that. I mean, why you got your stuff in the car? He said, because I'll be leaving out in the morning, I'll be forgetting it, so I just leave it in the car. I said, okay, you see what
I'd rather
happened?
forget it than have somebody
Right.
steal it.
Exactly. I mean,
I'd
is
rather
that
have
a
to go
learning
back
lesson?
home to get it.
Yeah, like, bro,
God,
had to
really?
replace
God,
it.
man. I said, wow, it must be National Breaking Car Night, because I was like, my man, John just got broken last night too. Telling
That's
him this on
important.
Saturday morning. I was like, man, come on.
Man, and like I said, this is for some reason. I'm like, I don't never leave nothing in my car though. Anyway,
Damn, man, that had to be a cold ride home. Where was you?
I had the heater seat on.
I
turned the heater- I turned the
heat.
heater seat on. I
Hey,
turned
guess
my
what?
side all the way
I'm
up.
sorry, Mike. I'd have gotten the back behind Mike, man, over there like holding.
Yeah.
I ain't sitting in this seat.
but
Man.
About that.
Oh my goodness.
but now I ain't. But I ain't like I balled home anyway.
Right.
Though.
It wasn't too. I mean, it wasn't too bad going.
Oh, okay.
going-
Yeah, I ain't
It
balled home and none of that kind of stuff.
It
So
wasn't that cold Friday night, was
Because we
it?
was already heated with mad, so you know.
Yeah.
Oh man, right. You already steaming.
Yeah.
Man, you a little
So
drunk,
Saturday,
man.
I called Safe Flight, but they can't do that until Monday or Tuesday. Called the junkyard. They was like, they can't find a window. The windshield can't come in till Monday. But I found a spot over there on, in New Carrollton, right there by the Fontaine Blue.
Oh, okay.
Right there. Stop all in one joint.
They need to make them a 24-hour spot.
Hey, Slim had
Somebody slide
they had
over,
the,
just
they
get
got
your
the,
window fixed.
they got the little market corner, Slim, like the glass right there, and you got the window tint right there.
Oh, so you like cat a corner? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm right there. No, it's all in one. I
in
can
one.
walk out this door and bam.
Oh, dang.
So I was able to get everything done.
That's small business right there.
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
Everybody
man,
gotta
that's-
get
I
window
said, oh,
tinted
that's
after
smart.
getting it fixed.
Especially if it's been busted, and you right. You gotta
What's
get that
up,
joint
Joe,
fixed.
Tammy, Lisa? What's going on, everybody?
What's up, fam? I'm
What's
here.
going on, man?
I'm here.
What's up, Diddy?
Ain't nothing, man.
On the
Chilling.
city?
Chilling.
Nice to see you, brother.
And I see y'all too.
Oh,
man.
my fault. I didn't even start the show. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm so sorry I left that out. Happy New Year, everyone. This is my first time on the show for this year. I know
Damn.
y'all been on last
Okay,
week.
well, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
Happy New
everybody
Year.
out there, man. I forgot all about that. My goodness. 2019. How did 2019 starting out for you, Sean? How was your weekend?
Man, 2019 is pretty good, man. I was with the boys, man. We all went bowling. did the movies joint. You know,
House
Austin.
ball.
Baltimore was cool, man. Austin won the first round. Then I won the second round.
You had to put the bumpers up, did you? You probably need the bumpers, don't you?
Nah, I put Aiden was rolling, so we didn't let him do the bumpers at first, but then the second game said, nah,
Yeah.
go ahead and put the bumpers
They
in for
gonna
him.
do all gutters all day. That's crazy.
So it was good, man. We had a good time. Went to see my movie, the Spider-Man joint.
I still ain't seen that
saw
one.
that?
Yeah,
I
this
still
joint is
ain't
beautiful,
seen that.
man.
I gotta check
Is
it
it?
It's a lot better than what people give it, what they may think of it. You know what I'm saying? By being cartoon.
Speaking of that, they won a couple of awards on the Golden Globes.
Who did?
The Spider-Verse,
Spider-Man.
Welcome to Spider-Verse, that movie did.
For real?
Yes, it did. It sure
Damn.
did.
Yeah, that's some
Couple
good
Golden
news.
Globe awards, man, for that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw that.
You know, we chilled out the whole weekend, man. You know, did our thing. Watched them boys beat up on some people. You know, watched them boys beat up on some people,
Yeah, man.
and watched Philly upset everybody.
Doink.
Wow. I mean,
They messed up the table.
well, they almost cheated him anyway. Because that was a 2-point conversion in my eyes. That replay, he stuck that ball across that
Yeah,
plane, man.
I agree.
Before they said that, man.
Yeah.
So they was about to try to cheat him anyway. So
Man,
you know how karma come back and bite you in the butt.
yeah, I need to watch that because I didn't really get a chance to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw it like the first half of it, but we didn't see the rest of them.
Yeah. But said Joe say he went there before when I still had my Maxima. They were much cheaper then going through Geico and Safelight.
Hell yeah, I think the joint was only $159, so I was cool with that.
Oh
joint.
wow, that was great.
Yeah, I was cool with that. But I gotta go back.
It's not rolling up right. It's not on track.
Not on the track, right?
No,
The
his
tent peeling
The
off.
10 peeling.
nah, I ain't roll my window down none of that shit. This one felt he ain't clean all the glass out
glass
my
out.
goddamn door.
Oh,
so
they
when I
got
shut the
that
door, I hit the glass.
Oh, so he didn't even take the whole panel off.
Yeah, he took everything off,
Yeah,
but
he
it was
back went out,
I think it was a
yeah.
young
You gotta go
white.
down through the holes and
Yeah,
stuff.
young
man.
white boy.
Yeah,
Plus,
I
it was. I was got there at 11. They closed at 2, so I guess he was trying to hurry up too. I'm like,
They
bro.
never do a good job.
So man, when
cleaning that
I
glass
said,
out,
man, I got to go back for this bull crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glass is
I
like
see
water,
I
boy.
see Ducey comment too that the cow bums.
Yeah,
are
I
not
saw that, but I wasn't gonna
But the
say
thing
nothing.
about it, and that if y'all already talked about this, y'all already talked about the Cowboys already.
I ain't really talking. I ain't go in on it yet. No.
Like people, all right. First thing is like y'all not even gonna make the playoffs.
Who?
That's what the whole. Because
they been saying this all year.
mind you, the Cowboys started off 3-5.
3-5, and they were what? 5 and what?
So
They were 5 and 3.
I can kill about the Redskins. I ain't even
Yes,
talking
at
about.
the
I ain't even talking about
Oh,
the
they were
Skins.
6-3. They was at the top of the division at one point.
No,
in
they
time.
were 5 and 2. I think they started off
No,
5
it
and
was
2, then
6 and
5
No,
and
it
3.
was 6-3.
6-2. I think it was like 6-2.
Yeah.
But my thing is, it ain't about the Cowboys and Redskins. Is it because everybody always saying the Cowboys this, Cowboys and this?
I was talking about the fans that's
The
been saying we ain't gonna
Cowboys-
do nothing.
I still think if Jason Garrett don't get to at least the NFC Championship game, he should be fired.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They said the Cowboys ain't gonna make
Keyword is should.
they ain't gonna make it to the playoffs. All right, they made it to the playoffs. Now y'all ain't gonna win the division. Okay, they made the division. Y'all ain't gonna make the playoffs. Okay, they made the playoffs.
Y'all ain't gonna win the first round.
Y'all ain't gonna win the first round. Y'all can put out like y'all always
No,
do.
one and done, one and done.
Now you made the first round. Now you ain't gonna win the
You ain't
Super
gonna
Bowl
win next week?
Do you know how? First of all, they damn the next week. They just jump straight to the, like Lucy just said, done the Super Bowl.
Well, damn.
Man,
So
you
she giving us two
ain't
chances
gonna
to
win a
lose.
Super Bowl. Do y'all know how hard it is to win a championship on any level?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they just like it's crazy. And so what's so funny is that they were saying, well, the NFC East is was the worst division in the league.
look
To
at
my
it now.
knowledge, it's the two of the teams that's left is in NFC East.
And I said that. I said that a little bit earlier. I was there to go in and say, man, could you imagine an NFC East
And if Dallas win,
conference championship game?
I wouldn't
Eagles
mind that because
versus
it'd be
the
in
Cowboys.
Dallas too.
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah.
If we can get them
She
birds.
gonna-
Oh, I'm down there if that's
Yeah.
the case. I'm telling you, I'm gone.
First of all,
I'm
Dude,
there.
she gonna say I thought you wasn't a fan anymore. Whether I was a fan or not, Deucey, I still like the Cowboys. Me being a fanatic of the team it had nothing to do with it. I still like the Cowboys.
Stop hating, Deucey. That's hate. Your hate is showing. Your horns are showing.
Joe say whole time I knew the Cowboys and Eagles would be the teams from the East in the playoffs before the season even started, and I
wouldn't
knew the
say
Skins
that.
would miss out again. But again, that's for them Skins fans to determine how they feel about their team.
They
or
need to
whatever.
clean their closets.
Yeah.
They need to do some rearranging of some furniture up in that front office.
We know that ain't gonna happen.
They just had Gruden back.
So
They
what?
already
So
said
what
that.
y'all think about that awful injury
Oh yeah.
For who?
Alan Hearns.
Alan Hearns.
It was poor tackling procedure to me because it's like he didn't have to wrangle him the way he
At
did.
the end of the day, that's only football.
Man,
I ain't
was
gonna say
just
that.
say, but
He just
it's football. He just tackled him.
landed on his leg wrong.
It's just one of them.
But it's just
accidents.
it's
But
dislocated.
I've always say
It's not a break.
it's the same thing
It's
as
just
That's
dislocated.
broke.
the same thing
When I
as
just said it was
Hayward.
dislocated.
Slim.
It's broke.
Hey, it looked to me like it was broke,
Slim.
but they said it's
They
dislocated.
did say dislocation.
His foot was.
All right, let me ask you a question.
I saw it. I saw it.
Can y'all tell me?
What the hell is that?
Hold up. Can
It's
you
an
tell
ankle
me?
joint.
Can you tell me the difference between a dislocation and a
And a
break?
break. Right.
This is
Well,
a big.
it's
This is a
It's
big
not together no more.
Let me tell you, no, it's a big difference. Dislocation is it can be put back in place and you
Yeah,
continue.
you can set it back into place,
You can put a break back in. You got to put a break back in place.
but it got to heal.
No, so sometimes a break
break
will
has
be
to heal.
bruised and some more stuff.
Yeah,
to
you
put
still
it
got to
on.
put
A
it back in place.
dislocation got to heal too.
It'll just be inflammation.
Come on, man.
It just
Close
be
friend of
inflammation.
ours, man. Chick, he got this look. It pops out, pops it back in. Riggs from Lethal
Yeah,
Weapon.
Lethal
And
Weapon.
to come out, he pop it back in. It's dislocation, but you can
You
put
can
it back in place
together.
and continue.
But if it's a break,
it's dislocation. But what happens though? That bone is not attached to that bone no more, right?
it's a socket.
But it's a joint. It's like
a
a
joint.
ball
Okay, so
joint.
all right. So if you take it,
comes out,
so
but
if
then
you
everything
take,
out-
So if
but
you take the
everything
socket
broke,
away from the
pop.
socket, if you take the socket out of it, from the socket is what?
Right.
It's away from it. It's not
But it's
together no
still
more,
attached
right?
by the ligaments, so it can be put back in place, Mike.
Okay.
And you
but the
continue to
description
move.
of the injury is
It's
totally
one of,
different.
It's one of these. Okay. It's not
No,
together.
A break is
It's
that's
not
a break.
together.
No, so
A dislocation
if
is you
that
pulling the key out a little bit,
That's
and
dislocated.
you can put it
but
back
if
in
you
place.
break that key, that's a break.
Yeah, this is a difference. It's a big difference, fellas. Come
It
on,
can't
man.
work.
Because see, the break got
But
to
he can't
heal.
use his foot though, right?
Not right now.
Okay.
Not right now,
Okay.
no, no,
I just
no,
want to
no,
make
no.
sure.
Either way, he ain't playing till next August. They say he should be back ready to go in August.
That's good though. That's good. But
Yeah.
that's, I mean,
It was ugly.
It really wasn't
It
no
was
big.
ugly.
Even though the Cowboys won, everybody wanted them to lose. It really wasn't no big upsets besides that Philly
Yeah.
game, which
Yeah.
was a real big
and I
upset.
said that,
Yeah.
that would be the game.
even though the Chargers beat Baltimore,
Yeah.
it wasn't no big upset because for real Baltimore they wanted their business at their home.
They
game.
just wanted to see little young Lamar Jackson go far in the playoffs.
But that was bad coaching on Harbaugh part because we just played him. Y'all just played him 13 days ago.
Yeah,
And
that's what I'm saying. They coached him up.
The Chargers was ready. The Chargers were ready.
They knew the boy couldn't throw that well. I mean, under pressure, they're going to get him outside the pocket. And they knew they was ready for
He
him.
was always outside.
I'm telling you
the
right
ready
now,
for it.
boys, if it end up us playing the Eagles,
It's going to be a good game.
we going to be
man.
in there.
It's a good game.
We going to the house, baby.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I'm not going to look past these Rams, man. Not quite yet. We're going to L.A. to pay the Rams. It'll be the first time playing them this season. So I'm thinking, we got to be ready for that boy Jared Goff.
Well-
Because Todd Gurley going to be a problem.
Our
Jared Goff is
defense-
not worried about.
You worried about Gurley, right?
I worry about
Gurley.
Well, the thing about it's more. I would have rather play the Rams than the Saints.
Than the Saints.
Saints.
Right, 'cause
I was
Saints
just
might
gonna
have
say
some
that.
unfinished
I'd
business.
play the Rams
I'd
and the
rather play the
Saints?
Rams and the
Yes.
Saints.
The Saints got
Absolutely.
some unfinished
Because that's
business,
you
man.
start.
Breeze?
Damn,
Nah.
that's first.
We held them
Nah,
to 10
dog.
points, guys. I'm not
That was in
too
Dallas.
sure. I don't care, man. Once you got a scheme on a quarterback, it no matter where you play, you can
can't
kind
come,
of like.
you can't come back with the same scheme, bro.
Nah.
You can't.
Nah.
And you playing Breeze at home?
At home.
Nah, bro.
Mm-mm.
Nah.
I don't
I would have
know,
counted
And then you
that
got
as a
then you got Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram.
and Mark right.
I mean,
Ingram.
Then you got Michael Thomas. Then you got that defense that's playing pretty good too.
I don't know, man. So I think it would have came down to the coaching and the schemes.
Okay, Keith gonna say the Cowboys not going anywhere.
Who said that?
But the thing about it is, whether
Saying that?
it's not going anywhere, they already gone somewhere.
We getting bonuses.
You see what I'm saying?
We here.
We getting bonus
We here.
checks.
You talking about they not going anywhere? They already somewhere. They already gone somewhere.
Hello.
So it's gonna be a real
What is
interesting.
nowhere? Who was Keith Williams' team? Yeah, I wait.
Keith-
Yeah.
I think Keith like Dallas.
No,
he ain't no Cowboy
nowhere.
fan.
He ain't
no
gonna say
Cowboy fan
that.
talking about they
Talking
ain't
like
going
that.
nowhere.
No. Hell
So,
to the nah. I ain't
Yeah,
saying
ain't
that.
no Cowboy
That's the
fan
case.
saying that.
Stop
Keith
playing
was
with me,
out.
buddy.
Yeah.
Come on now.
But it's gonna be a real interesting situation coming up with this next
let's
week.
split
Final
this
four
Saturday at 7:30.
minus
Well,
the final four.
I'm just glad that there's no
8:30.
no definite call on who gonna win the Super Bowl. It's kind of even this year.
It's up in the air. I mean,
with this football season with football teams, and I'm glad about it.
so
Joseph said he agree with me. The Saints are virtually unbeatable in New Orleans.
Oh, he said he liked the Broncos.
the Rams are
I'm
tough
so
out,
sorry,
but,
Keith.
a little easier in LA.
I'm
in
so
LA.
sorry, Keith.
And the goal is first of all, the goal is when everybody come in training camp, everybody's goal is not to win the Super Bowl. You're not telling me that the Browns went into the season tomorrow, we're gonna win the Super Bowl. They went into the season saying we got to win more than one game.
Right.
And they won
We got to
7
win more
of
than what we won
The
last year.
Cowboys, if I'm not mistaken, didn't make the playoffs last year, right?
Nope.
So you go into the season like, first of all, we need to handle our business in NFC East.
week to week.
We need to win our division.
It is.
Once we win the division, we get a home game. Then we need to win that game.
Don't care how we get it,
Yeah, come on,
get it.
bro.
as long as we get
If
it.
you a football fan, Keith, you understand that, man. But
Just
you know,
enjoy the show.
I mean, because you're gonna be watching the Cowboys anyway next Saturday night anyway,
Right. Just enjoy the
and
show.
hoping they lose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So,
saying? But I didn't even pick them to get out the second round.
Hey, but look, our defense with every game has stepped up.
Yeah.
Every game has stepped up, and I'm riding on that defense, man. They doing their thing. I mean, they really stepped up and doing their thing. Like I said last year, as long as we can get our defense to balance out with our offense, we will be unstoppable. But
That secondary.
our offense was suspect in the beginning of the year. You know,
Offense still suspect.
I would say,
Yeah.
but they haven't changed that much.
It got
And-
better when they got Amari Cooper. I
They-
will say that.
Yeah.
and I agree with that. But you see how
But he got
Dak
what?
is doing.
How many passes Amari Cooper got?
Oh, he cranked them
Something
last.
like, yeah.
He cranked them
I'm
last
like,
week.
okay,
Yeah.
what happened to Beasley? I mean,
He had
Beasley-
over 100 yards
Beasley
catching.
was
Beasley-
cranking them too.
yeah,
Beasley cranking
Beasley
last
too.
week too.
It came
With
up
the
a
bad
little-
ankle.
Yeah,
And
bad
see, they
ankle
was trying
came up
because
heavy a little
he knew he had to keep running once Hearns went down.
Right.
Yeah, they gonna have to activate somebody. Maybe.
No, they got receivers out of the young game.
Yeah.
It's just people got to step. They still got. First of all, let's not forget about Michael
I
Gallup.
like Gallup, man.
You got Michael
Gallup is
Gallup,
really
rookie
coming
dude.
into
You
his
still
own,
got
man.
Deontay Thompson, and you still got Noah Brown. So they still got somebody, but they just got to step
Dak got to
up.
give him the ball.
But I need what's his name? Number 24 to step his game up. Was it 24 or number 26 on our defense?
For Awuzie?
Yeah, he needs to step it up a little bit.
Man, that
'cause,
man the best corner we got now.
Man, but they was dropping some dime passes on
But
him.
I mean, ain't nothing you can do. It's when that ball is right there, and you dropping that joint in a bread basket, it's nothing you
He
can do.
never looked back for the ball. If he
I
had
don't-
looked
well,
back
yeah,
for the
that's
ball,
his-
he could
that's
just-
one problem.
That's a
He's
lot of
face
problems.
guard on
That's a
that.
lot of problem with
And
a lot of
that-
DBs.
They
My
don't-
man
they
told
focus
him
on
when he
other-
came back to the sideline, he said, "Look,
You gotta look up, man.
for the
Yeah,
ball.
he about to be-
He
he
had
about
an
to be
interception,
gone,
so at
though.
least knock the ball down. You see a guy headed straight for the sideline. That means, and he's looking up. That means, hey, it's time to turn around. Look for that ball.
But
can't.
if you look
But
up for
if
the
you
ball,
look up for a ball, and he pumped it. Yeah, he looked up and
because you
and
look and the ball dropped.
But no, even if you look up, because he can fake you out like he looking up for the ball, and
that's
you turn
true.
around,
That's
he
right
go,
there.
he
The
want to
only
go
person I
at
know that
it.
was good for that was Randy Moss. He'll kill you with that move. I remember him. He look up and act like the ball did. Nah, he got.
It's like crazy though, but
But you know, it is what it is. But it looks like I saw Tampa Bay picked up Bruce Arians as the head coach recently. Also, you got the
Green
Jets.
Bay picked up somebody from
I was
the
like, who the
Titans.
Jets pick up?
The Jets are still looking. The Jets are looking at the guy out of Oklahoma. I think their head coach.
nah, he can't sign him.
They can't sign him.
Can't nobody sign him.
Oh, they looking at him. I ain't saying
Nah,
they can sign him.
can't nobody sign. He just resigned.
He just resigned.
He just resigned with Oklahoma. He ain't going
That's what
nowhere.
they said today. They were looking at him.
Yeah, he just resigned. USC wasn't trying to let Cliff Kingsbury go, but he's in Arizona now. So
I guess I would ask y'all this, and in your opinion, is the Rooney Rule broken?
I don't give a shit about the Rooney Rule.
Because
Because all the black coaches that got, all the black coaches that got, all of them stink.
I just think that it's a lot of white coaches that stink too. But I just feel like, look, I understand if you stink, you
I think
deserve
the
to be
dude.
fired. But
I think Wilkes got a bad deal in Arizona because he had the one and done. I think he got a bad deal.
Right.
But you look at people like Marvin Lewis. He stink. He should have been got out of there. They should have been
Man,
let his ass
16
go.
seasons, they should have been got rid of him.
I mean,
Wasted money.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah. See, I know, Joe. I was gonna get to that. A former Redskins coach, Matt LaFleur, got the Green Bay job.
Yeah.
ain't that something? Another former Redskin coach
They
getting a
say,
head coach job?
Slim go crank the mess out of Aaron Rodgers in
Oh,
practice.
yeah, I'm sure. Well, Aaron Rodgers had to probably approve that hire. I'm very sure
Yeah,
of
I'm
that.
pretty sure.
Oh,
of
yeah.
that. You know, he got that Tom Brady rule over there.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That unsung authority.
Yeah. that LeBron.
I'm very interested in seeing this offseason too, though, man. There's a lot of major free agents going to be out there.
I want to see. I mean, I just want to see what the Redskins
There's
do.
three people I'm looking
I don't
at.
care. Why?
I just want to see if they're going to make any moves. I just want to see are they going to make any
Man,
type
look,
of.
man.
They need to make some big changes in their
Let
front
that
office.
ship
man.
sail, man. They don't have no spot people up there, so we ain't gonna talk about that. But there's three major people I'm looking at. You got Le'Veon Bell out there,
Antonio Brown will be there.
huh?
Antonio Brown will be there.
You got Le'Veon Bell. Who's the other running back that's out there and this might be available? Depending on that, after the investigation, I think Kareem Hunt, he'll be out there. Depending on
He
what
still
they
gets
do.
suspended.
Well, I mean, still gonna pick him up and just let him do the suspension, but you would definitely try to pick him up and put him on your team because he's what 24 years old. 20. I mean,
Now, what if somebody
like
laying
24.
both
What's up, JR?
Le'Veon and Antonio?
that's what I was thinking about to say about Antonio. I don't think he's gonna be a Steeler next year.
He's
either.
not.
Nah.
So those are the three names I was looking at, man. I'm like, wow, can you
Now,
imagine?
would it be wise for us to pick up Antonio Brown?
Why?
I'm just asking.
Why?
No, we just
Hell
picked
no,
up
he get a
Puka.
$100 million contract.
Yeah,
No, hell
no.
no, hell no.
He's freeing up $21 million on their cap.
And Amari Cooper way younger.
Yeah, and he is
about
30.
money.
But ain't nothing wrong with a double threat. We need a tight end. Well, I think Blake Jarwin is coming to his own.
Both of them play the same position.
What you mean?
Amari Cooper and what's gonna play the same position?
What you mean, like a one receiver?
Yeah, Antonio Brown. Yeah,
Well, ain't nothing wrong with putting one on each
can't
side.
do that. Nah,
You can't?
Nah,
Oh, I
you
ain't
can't
see-
do that because
he love that word can't.
Nah.
Don't tell me what you can't do because they would.
no,
I mean,
the reason I'm saying that
Stack it up.
you can't you can't do that because the simple fact is you taking from one of the players.
okay,
You taking that ability
Yeah.
from one of the players. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
Oh, they need somebody on the other side. You think?
you try like what
Well,
you gonna do, but
Their catches, their touches.
Yeah.
They need,
how you gonna show that? Because you know,
they gotta get so many
a number
touches.
one got to have that
that fourth, that
they
third.
gotta have that money.
Yeah.
They need their catches. They need their touches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying you can't do that because and then it's just too much. It's just too much money tied up into that.
Egos.
Like when the last time you think a team had 2 number 1 receivers that was successful?
Last time that, wasn't that the Colts? Well, then you say
Hold up.
successful. When you say
No,
successful,
No, they didn't have no 2 number 1 receivers.
Minnesota when they had Carr
Reggie Wayne and
Carr
who?
and Moss.
Who?
They had Chris Carter and Moss.
they had Marvin Harris and Reggie Wayne.
Reggie Wayne won the number 1 receiver. He was number 2.
You said two. Oh, you said 2 number 1
said
receivers.
2 number 1
originally?
receivers.
Well, I mean,
when they drafted Randy Moss, to become the one because
Chris Carter.
Chris Carter was already declining.
Okay.
Because that's why they moved Chris Carter to number 2 and they moved Jake Reed to the slot.
Shut up, man.
Because all he do is catch touchdowns.
Damn.
This is what I do, man. I love. If I don't do
I
nothing,
hate
else,
this
He's the
motherfucker.
Wikipedia.
Hey, Slim, I love football, man.
Wikipedia, just a Wikipedia, whatever.
We definitely need to get a tight end. I like Blake Jarwin.
No,
He
you
is
don't know
good.
tight end. You got Blake
Oh,
Jarwin.
no,
no, no, no,
good,
no.
huh?
Just coach him
You
up.
like- You like him?
We
You
don't
like
need no
him?
tight
You
end.
just coach him
He
up.
looking
I
good,
like
though.
him. I like Jarwin and Schultz.
Jarwin nice.
Yeah, he looking good. He coming into his own. You know,
I like Jarwin and Schultz.
All we gotta do is keep them in there, coach them up, play them right, man. Just
Keep him confident.
put them through the dirt, man. Let them grow. Don't do the Redskin and get rid of them.
right.
Throw him away.
You know what I'm saying? Throwing away good players, and they go to the Patriots and get 3 goddamn rings.
But y'all know that well as we get out of this sports thing, y'all know the biggest issue or the biggest thing that's been hitting the news waves this week.
Oh, yeah.
My mind's telling me no.
No, why would you
Did you really hit that note though?
Yeah.
But my body,
Fuck it up.
my body's telling me yeah, baby. Hey yo, it wasn't, you couldn't do nothing else but do that. I mean, Sean started it. I mean,
He did.
he started it, bro. Like, what you want us to
It's
do?
safe to say y'all still playing this music.
Hey, yeah.
It's safe to say that.
So the big issue is,
man.
first of all, have everybody seen Surviving R. Kelly? We're going straight into it.
I
We
binged
take the
it.
break in 15 minutes.
Yeah,
I don't
binged
see
it.
nothing wrong.
You think
Hold
you
up,
binged
hold
it?
up. Before we
I watched
bash
it
him,
back to back to back.
before we
I ain't
bash him,
bashing.
man.
Nigga, I'm not gonna bash him.
No, it's no
I
bad
said
shit.
that.
Before we go do what we do,
Man,
what's your favorite R. Kelly joint?
I see nothing wrong.
I don't have a favorite one.
I mean, I like his music.
he got too many. Oh.
So you don't have that one go-to joint.
I didn't like R. Kelly at first. I was an Aaron
I know
Hall
that. I
guy.
know that.
I was an Aaron Hall guy.
So that PA
Aaron
announcement
Hall.
came out, boys.
Hey, look, I called Aaron. Man, I used to argue down.
Give me that.
You know- hey, you know what?
slow, huh?
I used to argue with Go-Go so much.
Oh yeah.
Me and Go-Go was going at it. Man, he was
About Aaron Hall and
yeah, because
Aaron Hall and R. Kelly?
He was
because
R.
Go-Go was an R. Kelly
R.
man.
Kelly. He was like, man, he on his way.
And I said, man, this dude taking my man's style and everything.
Well, hold up. Aaron bowed down though. Aaron dropped out
Nah,
the race.
he ain't drop out nothing. R. Kelly just
yeah.
blew him out the race.
Yeah, he did. He took
R. Kelly blew him out the race.
His first album just blew
Honey
up.
Love and Slow Dance, man.
But-
It's over.
Aaron can still do it
No, he can't.
at
Let
that
it go.
time. At that
Let it
time,
go.
he was able to still do what he had to do. But he just
Did the truth come out before or after R. Kelly came out?
What?
what you mean?
The truth.
Came out the first.
Aaron Hall.
It's
song.
first.
It
Aaron
came
Hall,
out
no,
first.
Aaron Hall came out first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, before what? Public announcement.
Nah,
CD.
Public House really wasn't nothing. Kelly really took it over.
Shoot,
With.
Honey Love
Nah,
and Slow
Honey Love
Dance,
was on-
man.
yeah.
Crazy.
Man.
Yeah, that
Boy,
Public
you
House
would
was
lost
good.
your mind.
That was a good joint.
Those two songs put him on the map, dog.
Yeah.
And
Who
on
that's
the map?
Huh?
It put who on the map?
Him. R. Kelly.
But Public Announcement did break off and do their own thing. They had,
It had to.
they had
Because
3
at that
They-
point, this man was
12 play took
12
the man to
play.
another level.
Yeah, it's
but
It did.
Yeah.
again, he got a catalog. But one of the biggest issues, like we said, that Survivor R. Kelly was a 6-part documentary about the girls and the females, from the young girls to the older girls, that he, I would say, preyed on.
allegedly, well, yeah.
Yeah, you got to say allegedly, because he
Allegedly.
had been found guilty, but allegedly, but he preyed on, and that he sexually molested, allegedly,
Yeah.
but
And sexually abused.
sexually
Allegedly.
abused and physically abused a lot of them as well.
Physically abused, too.
Verbally, mentally.
Yeah. So,
That's just on the other side of him. Man. That's like they said in the documentary. That was Rob. That was doing
But
that.
everybody
that wasn't
called
R.
him
Kelly.
Robert.
They said R. Kelly.
Yeah, a lot of them did
was
call
a
him
totally
Robert.
different
but
Everybody
no,
called
they
him
called
Robert.
him Robert on the show. They called him
Yeah, they
Daddy.
called him Rob
They
and
called him
Rob.
Daddy. They
Daddy
called
on
him
the
Daddy in the house.
Oh, daddy behind
But-
closed doors.
But
I
R.
was,
Kelly
and
is
I
awesome,
went
too.
into this joint with a closed. I'm gonna say I went into it with a closed mind because I'm a R. Kelly guy, and I'm like, man,
Me as well.
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah,
Oh, yeah.
this
Not
I you
him.
know, I'm,
Yeah.
yeah. So
You was
my
looking
whole
down.
thing was I'm gonna sit there and look at it. Nah, you know what? Nah, she lying. Nah, he ain't do that. She lying. Like I already had that thought process in my head because I'm an R. Kelly guy.
But there was some consistencies.
Then I start looking at the show, and then I'm like, this
Wow.
dude is sick.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I mean, he was definitely sick.
I'm like,
Don't
nah,
say
bruh.
was, because we don't know if he's still doing it or not.
I'm like, bruh.
It's clear.
No, are you serious? So then I started watching, and then of course, you start looking in between, because then you start, as I looked at it from my point of view in the beginning, I'm looking at it like, all right, he was wrong, but
Definitely wrong.
what did you do too though? Like, how did you try to correct
takes
it?
two.
Like the females or the underage girls, like what's going on? I need to start putting this thing together because at the end of the day, I want to be able to talk about R. Kelly and defend some situations, as we said earlier, condemn him, but and then try to point out the abusers, point them out too, like well, it's just as much as y'all fault,
Right.
So I started looking at it that way. That's how I was going into looking at it. But then I'm like, wow, it was just so much overwhelming to me.
Yeah,
I mean, like-
it was just a man. It definitely shined a different light on this guy for me. And I tried to separate the two because, like I said, he has a catalog of music that we all kind of like grew up on or heard and used
Yep.
when we were dating and things like that. So I mean, hey, you can't just dismiss all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody listened to him.
Right.
So and the funny thing about it is, after this documentary came out, his songs and his sales on Spotify boosted, and people are in an uproar about that. But
Well, I'm gonna tell you why they boosted. Because as the story went on, and they was explaining, well, with the
lyrics in it.
the lyrics in it. Look at the Leah song, "Age Ain't But a Number."
Right.
Like, who really got that in their catalog right now? Nobody. So what you do? Oh, I got to go back and listen to this
Gotta go
joint.
get it.
Spotify.
all I gotta do is go in the basement and grab the CD. But see, not many people got CD.
But people
player
ain't
anymore.
doing the CD
Everybody
right
just
now.
doing it to their
Well, they can go
phone. So that means streaming.
For an example,
so that
that's-
boosted
that's-
the streaming.
Yeah, so that's
So-
that's just the same thing. I don't know if y'all watched New Edition story, right?
Come on, man.
So look, when they was doing the story and they was showing the album cover, how many times you say, wait a minute, and went to the album cover or the joint?
But
I
this-
like the album. I ain't know Bobby had a cigarette in his hand on that last joint, on the white joint.
Oh yeah. Sitting
I didn't.
with the bear on the
with
floor.
the bear. I said, you go back, and that's what everybody was doing. They was going back to the Spotify.
That's the whole thing.
They was going back to Spotify.
This
It's
social
going-
media and all these things, documentaries and new movies that come out, they reboost people's sales and stuff. Because like when NWA movie came out,
It's for the good.
they brought the whole CD back out.
It's
It was
for the-
selling out everywhere.
Who?
The actual CD,
What?
NWA.
That's marketing.
Oh, yeah.
That's-
Everybody went and bought that
that's
CD.
marketing.
I still got it.
Exactly.
Right, but I'm just saying. So that's the same thing happening here. No
Right.
matter what charges, allegations he's under, his stuff is going to go up in sales.
People gonna have their own opinions about this whole thing because Some people are
No,
not.
but damn the people. Sko said how he felt, right? How did you feel?
I feel like, man, yeah, this guy had a problem, man. It's like, wow. But I tried to separate the two, the artist from the guy
person.
behind closed
Right.
doors.
Right.
You see?
Right.
So that's what, for me, it's like I still can't ignore the fact that he had great hits and this guy's a musical genius. But on the other side, I'm like, I'm not with none of that.
Right, but that
You feel
but
me?
see, and then the thing is though,
man,
what I thought about today, even though
No, what was your feelings toward it? What was your feeling towards the situation when you started seeing it?
well, I was disgusted behind it, and I was pretty much irritated because I mean, yeah, being I like music as much as I do, and I follow R. Kelly, and I feel as though he has a very good voice, but for him to do what he did, it was just disrespectful to women.
Okay, so
It's-
why both of y'all acting like y'all can't separate the man from the
No,
catalog?
I can. No,
I did.
Because when y'all said it, further y'all said, but I just can't forget the fact that he had a great catalog.
No, I mean the thing is I'm not gonna forget who we knew him as.
Right.
When it all started, we knew him as R. Kelly, the singer, the genius, the artist. But now that we're learning throughout the years that he has a problem, hey,
Everybody is
Hold on,
guilty
what you
of
about to
that.
say?
We knew he had a
I was about
problem.
to say that.
So what's that my point?
we knew. Hold on,
We're
whoa.
sweeping it under the rug. Like, oh,
Exactly.
We
hey.
knew he might have had a problem.
No.
No.
He was. He went on trial. Once
Right,
you go on
but thi-
trial,
but
and
Don't make me go to the
indicted
barbershop
or
on the joint.
Dude.
Y'all see the tape?
dude.
Did y'all see the tape? I
You
seen
knew
the
he
tape.
messed
I seen
up.
the tape.
Once you
know.
start telling me he peeing on people, he knew he had a
We knew,
problem.
we
He had a
knew,
problem.
we knew
That's
he
a
had
different type of
problem.
strange.
Yeah, we knew he
So-
had.
So
he
what's
had a
different
problem.
from then?
Hey,
and to
Andrea.
now? It's just
The difference now is that
There's more truth of it out
Right, that's what I'm saying.
now
Right.
than back then.
first of all, wait a minute, fellas. Come on, let's keep it real.
Let's get back on track.
You had visual evidence then.
Stop hitting the table.
So what part don't you understand? It was already visual evidence then. What more do you need to come out?
That
That
was
this
for-
was this
But
guy.
it was
that
at
was
that
that
time.
tape.
It was only one or two people they were talking about
Right,
at that time.
that was that tape.
It was underage.
We know that.
That's a fact.
We know he had a problem. But the
Okay,
thing
he
is,
had a problem.
he has a very, 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 very bad problem because we didn't know it was that many
Man,
women.
that's a problem. Period.
Right,
Peeing
we
on
didn't-
people was a problem.
No, but did you hear the
You
lady
can't
say
get much worse than that.
he was peeing in her
Am I
mouth
right
like
or
she
wrong,
was
bro? You go
a
peeing
urine.
on a
You don't
female.
gotta go.
You
Right,
get
I don't-
more
I
You
don't-
worse
don't
than
have
that.
to go to the graphic part of the situation.
I'm sorry. It was a fact.
But my opinion on it, I don't like the fact that he did that. I hope the guy gets help, but I am mad at his surroundings. The people around him are as guilty as he is, and
No, we're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
Will, what was your thought about it, Will?
I mean, my thought about it is separating the person Robert from R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Robert definitely had a problem. R. Kelly, the artist. Will I still listen to his music? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, will I buy some more of his music? That's
I already got it on.
right. Mainly, I got what I like.
Yeah.
It's
called classics.
I mean, he had a problem. I mean, but then you got to look at it as, and I try to compare it. And I know you don't supposed to use comparison, but I try to compare it a little bit with when they was trying to put all these allegations against Michael Jackson.
I said the same thing, Will. Hey,
It's
look,
kind of the same thing.
and you still was out there, beat it.
Right.
Beat it. He hung a kid out the window with about an ankle. Something's wrong with a mask on his face. Something's wrong with that. That's when they started calling him
Joseph
Jacko.
said, yeah, he's still sick. The Claries haven't seen their daughter, who he slept with at 17, which is underage in the state.
That was what,
they
3
were
years
in
ago?
when it happened in 3 years. No, they was in I think the Claries. You talking about Jocelyn? Oh nah, you know what? Joycelyn, the other girl, the other little girl at the end. Yeah, she
Asante?
is the one that's supposed to have been singing.
Yeah.
he haven't seen her. He also said that's the problem though. It's hard to separate the two because there's huge chance his music, was created with bad spirit, and two, it was more sexually driven music. It's probably about an underage girl. Dorsey said, "Fuck R. Period. I have granddaughters. I'm done with him. Catalog and there's other artists out there. I would live with his. I would live with his music. Not sorry. No separation for me.
No.
All right, that's cool. Everybody has a right to their opinion.
But then we. Okay, and you hate to do the black and white thing, but you got to look at it as well. I mean, look at some of these white
Man,
artists that did the same.
They forgave.
They did the same
Man,
thing.
they still out there in the
Like
street.
Woody Allen, he kind of probed his
Wow.
adopted his adopted child to become his wife.
Man, the number one is Hugh Hefner.
Yeah,
I ain't
Hugh
gonna keep.
Hefner.
He's been doing that since the '60s.
Elvis
Porn,
Presley.
you ain't gonna stop watching porn. I
Right.
bet ain't none of y'all gonna stop watching porn. But he been messing with he married an 18-year-old at the age of what?
Well, we weren't
60
watching. We
something
weren't
years
watching Hugh Hefner's porn.
Right.
Yeah, that was a whole different.
And the girls wasn't.
Also, that's soft
the-
porn.
the-
Is that what
Nah,
you're saying?
but the girls
Nah.
wasn't underage though.
Yeah, they were 18.
Oh, he was dealing with
He
some
did
underage
have
women.
some.
Yes, sir.
He
Yeah,
had
he
some in
waited
his
till they
closet.
turned
I don't
18
know
for
if
them
I can't-
for everybody
I
to
can't-
know
I
about.
can't say he
Oh
did.
man,
I don't know.
But they will never put a documentary out about Hugh Hefner. You know why? Because he's part of that billion-dollar industry called the porn industry, and they're not going to try to tear that down.
Of course not.
Okay, Playboy magazine has been one of the top ones since when? They said Playboy magazine was one of the ones that had the best articles. Like if you really just read Playboy articles, they have good articles in there. It's not about the porn part about it.
That's when I was talking to you about the gangs. Remember some of the motorcycle gangs?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
you
Playboy
said that.
article.
Right. See,
It's in the Playboy
Right,
article
okay,
about how
okay.
they became. They didn't want to become labeled as a gang.
as a gang, right? But they
But
were
that's they just went there. They didn't adopt that name because they gonna say we keep calling this gang. Gonna be, but no, Playboy has a lot of good articles. Because I was a subscriber.
yeah,
They do.
Right.
So yeah, it was.
They
Yeah,
really
so,
did.
Yeah. So
But
I mean,
I think like with the R. Kelly thing is like, yeah, you can start pointing the fingers at at him and these the kids, the teenagers
so
to
you got something to say.
along with the adults.
Now, when you say teenagers, what age you talking about?
19.
19.
Exactly what he said. He said when you say
I still got a
teenagers-
19-year-old
Hey,
friend.
man, and that was a
I was like, did he really just say
yeah. He
that?
did just
He
say
hung
that.
himself. on
But the
that
funny
one.
part about it was, I had looked. I think I asked Nee, or I asked my daughter. I was said, "What? Hold up, was that wrong that he said it? Because he did say 19. Was that wrong?" And they was like, "No, you should." My daughter
Still got
said,
something to say.
"My daughter said, Daddy, he should have just said no."
Right.
And I said, "Okay, well, I understand that. I
Man,
understand
And
guess
that."
so
he-
Ray
I
was
guess
looking
he-
at him like this.
I guess he didn't want to come out and like totally lie, so he tried to softly lie
Right.
or fib, I used to say.
Fear, but the
Because he's like, when you say teenage, we say how we talk about.
Yeah,
Come
how
on,
young we
bruh.
talking?
The range is 13 to 19. What part don't you understand? That's a 6-year range.
I
What's
don't
wrong
care.
with you?
But I was saying, even people that's 50 years old and you mess with a 22-year-old, I still think that's just too old because we ain't got nothing in common.
Right.
But in that sense of R. Kelly, like, when he started or whatever. And one of the problems I had was like some of the people that was like right there.
Right.
It's almost like you see it coming. You know what I'm saying? It's like you see like dudes, people around him.
Mm-hmm.
Like you kind of see it coming. Like wait a minute, because First of all, let's get one thing straight. Let's say this.
I agree, Nee.
Me personally, with R. Kelly, I think R. Kelly is a piece of shit. I do not. I'm sorry, Robert Kelly. Robert Sylvester Kelly.
Damn, Sylvester.
I think that man
Yep.
needs some serious help, and I think everything he did was wrong. Everything he did was wrong. He prayed and he manipulated these women, and he's a sexual molester, in my opinion. I want to say that.
And sometimes he's sick because we gotta also look at what he went through as a child.
Damn
No.
No.
So wait a minute.
I'm not excusing
But wait a minute.
anything.
No,
Don't
right.
get me wrong now.
But what I
But
want,
this is what turned him into what he is.
No,
this is what I wanted to say,
it's-
though, before
part of that.
because this is what it is.
He do have an attorney, don't he?
All that shit that he did, he didn't do by himself.
Yeah, exactly.
So now,
you gotta
he
look
had
into
help.
that.
what we're gonna get into is all the people around him
His foot
that
soldiers.
freaking helped
His
him.
foot soldiers.
It's
Coerce
crazy.
these kids.
They coerced they
All
helped
they saw was a
him.
paycheck.
Parents.
They helped him in every way imaginable, and I consider that just as sick. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna take a break. We up against the window. We're gonna take a break, but when we come back, we're gonna get into the fact of the people that helped him, that turned a blind eye to him, and was just all with it. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
1, 2, 4, and 6, right?
Are you hungry like I am? Let me tell you what you should do. You should head right on over to DC's first IHOP located at 1523 Alabama Avenue Southeast, Washington, D.C. It's the first black-owned and operated IHOP in D.C. At IHOP, they want you to think of their table as your family's table. Create new memories and enjoy the food you love with the people you love, and they will take care of the cooking. We promise you that Raynetta and her team will take real good care of you. They are open Sunday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and open 24 hours on Friday and Saturday. So stop by and let them know that Mike's Corner or Let's Be Clear sent you, and guess what? You just might get a discount.
Hey, looking to purchase a new home? I got the real estate agent just for you. Check out Ms. Sakina Kingwood, Realtor and CSR with Exit Landmark Realty in Clinton, Maryland. She lists and sells homes in Maryland and Washington, D.C., specializing in Southern Prince George's County and Northern Charles County, Maryland. New home sales, move-up buyers, and first-time home buyers are her specialty. To discuss your real estate needs, call or text Sakina Kingwood at 240-375-4790. Let her know that Mike's Corner or Let's Be Clear sent you.
What you thought it was, nigga? Shit, it's family over everything, nigga. Shit, if money ain't in the bank, damn sure it's in the bag. Y'all niggas ain't fucking with us, nigga. We gonna keep it how we do it, you know.
Chase a bag, chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. What's the mission? Get that work and find a kitchen. Listen, you can find me in that laboratory, steady mixing. Mixing like you do that lean with the soda. Haze in a grape swisher, that's a fruit roller. Chevy nigga, but fuck with that GT Cobra. Fox body, hopping out no socks with the loafers. Badge of honor from loyalty, certified soldier. I say, hold up, we gon' roll up. Pockets roll up, get to know us like the fuse, I'm about to blow up. We go harder, gotta show us. Shorty bopping, we ain't stopping. Hey, it's money over rollers, yeah. Chase a bag, hating niggas, just promoters, yeah. If I was you looking at me, I wouldn't cross them. I'd be cool and pass the message to them niggas in your section. Flexing like we won't toss them. Beat the break dust off them. I just chase a bag, chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. Chase a bag, chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Catching up that money fast, push it to the limit. You better not be in line when it's feeding time. It's me and mine, gon' be ripping through your carcass. I'm trying to see where your heart is. I'm officially the hardest. That's official. SK, position like a marksman. Ready for war, I got them slipping in the darkness. Back against the ropes, go harder, don't go. I learned that in 94, seen the income level low. Niggas beefing toe to toe, we was scraping every penny, now I know. All that pride go out the window when you broke, yeah. I'm out that window with a scope, aiming for that bag, where that money, yeah. It's the KID, took my crown, placed it on the throne, had to save my seat. Whoa, it ain't no game, so don't play with me. No, in my zone, that's the place to be. Behind the wheel, chasing the bag, trying to get from A to B. Ready to ride and provide, that's how I'm trained to be. Chase a bag, chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. Chase a bag, chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Catching up that money fast, push it to the limit. Chase a bag, chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. Chase a bag, chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Catching up that money fast, push it to the limit. Hey, I'ma get it. In these conditions. I'ma get it. To the limit.
Blowing this. Blowing.
He got one job. Shut up.
He trying to blow his nose, direct
say
you,
something,
and catch the snot at the same time, bruh.
He's super producing and blowing his nose.
He getting at you. He gotta give you the snotty finger though. He like
Throwing boogers and shit. Look, you got one job to do.
Oh my God.
Welcome back, y'all. We back. The crew back here on the corner, ready to get into this R. Kelly surviving R.
Pick
Kelly.
up where we left off.
Oh, let me get some of
seriously,
these
man.
comments though.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Neem was like, I don't hear enough about that. He needed a whole lot of help in order for all this shit to happen, and for as long as it did, point blank. Joe said, I hear that, but as black man, I'm primarily concerned with protecting black girls and women. R. Kelly, a black man, has been out here terrorizing predominantly black girls and women for nearly 30 years. Somebody from the radio said Jay-Z and Bey are 12 years apart. Joe's agreed, Mike, he walking piece of shit. Neem said he's a sexual predator. Woody Allen married Baby at 16. He was 41. That's crazy. Dorsey said, fudge all those animals. One off with their heads. We need to fix us. This is a house call. Check us first. No compromise our young lady's future. Off with his head, both. You knew about the R. Kelly joint. Joseph also said, right, and then he turns around and pulls a hurt people move with everything he's done for decades. Becky says R. Kelly is definitely wrong on so many levels and should be punished for the acts he committed. Oh, wait a minute. I'm by no means an R. Kelly supporter, but I do have a serious problem with the predator protectors who helped him knowing what he was doing was wrong. You come out now and admit to your wrongdoings, and nobody seems to have anything to say about them as well. Everybody needs to be held accountable for what those young girls went through. What's up, Cedric? Joseph said, yeah, a lot of heads need to roll with that one. Janine said, yep, he was molested, and I have no doubt that contributed tremendously to this. However, I don't believe for 1 minute that he wasn't aware of how sick and twisted what he was doing. Yeah, I don't believe that neither. And why he was doing it. Remember, from all accounts, he liked what was happening to him. No excuse. I would be surprised if his sister was molested too. What's up, Taim?
Taim, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, yeah, he definitely had lots of help, including mainly his security team.
Security.
These guys clearly couldn't have had daughters of their own to condone what they were doing.
Like we just said, so
snatching these girls, putting them out of the car, and making them come back to the hotel room,
It's R. Kelly.
threatening them. I understand that.
It's
I
R. Kelly.
totally understand that. But you still playing a part. You could quit.
All he looking at, all those people looking at is their paycheck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the mighty money, man,
Right.
money, the mighty dollar.
But see, they gotta,
I can be around them.
they need to come out and confess to what their wrongdoings and showing what they did was wrong. Because, like I said again, they all are wrong, and they are just as wrong as R. Kelly. They just didn't do the sticking.
Okay,
but even like
but these are I'm sorry,
security,
y'all.
but also like the record label helped out too.
But
Well,
then
the record label covered and said something. No, I'm not. I don't think the record label. But he said to one of the parents.
I don't think the record label had nothing to do
Right,
with it.
he said
And
to
now I'm
one of
not
the
saying I don't
parents-
think they had nothing to do with it, but I'm not saying
They're
I
saying
don't
they
think the
could've-
record label knew though. They knew
Right.
because again,
man,
It's
seen
R.
the
Kelly.
tape.
Yeah, they said.
they
Come
seen
on.
the tape.
what's the bottom line?
Joseph said I had a feeling that was, and he said I was thinking about the whole Jay-Z and Beyonce thing as well as the Woody Allen too. There's a lot of questionable things which have happened in the entertainment industry when it comes to sexual relationships and relationships with underage girls. It's a microcosm of society at large and how people try to straddle the fence. Don't forget, this is Hollywood. Them dudes, hold up, Ty said them dudes would condone whomever cutting the check. There's a lot goes on in that city. You want to keep the fame and the riches. There are things that you must do there, and that go back to the casting couch as well. With I told a lot of people like George Lucas, that casting couch came back from the '70s. That sex was just everything with everybody, regardless of your age or your gender.
But let's not make this just about R. Kelly.
I
Even
know,
though we talking
I'm
about,
blaming the guardians and the parents
No.
of these kids also.
you got the parents.
Yeah.
Some of the parents
Because
that
it
said,
started with the uncle that was his manager that brought Aaliyah into the picture.
yeah,
His
yeah.
12-year-old
Yeah.
niece into the picture.
But he,
People don't remember that though, Tane.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
What?
Elvis Presley.
Elvis when he started messing with
Yeah,
Priscilla,
Priscilla
he married her. He
16.
was in the service. She
I
was,
think she was
14.
14.
Well, he said 14. I thought
She was
about
14, bro. I
Yeah,
got it
she
written
was
down right.
young.
She
we
was
got
14.
Right.
we got parents that are liable. You got his crew that's liable.
Jerry Lewis
Security.
married his 13-year-old cousin.
Right.
Come on, man.
So it's a lot of people
What's
that
been going on
can
since
really
the time,
go
bro?
down for this. And the thing is we're focusing on R. Kelly because of his name and who he is, because he's the one that actually did it. But they helped him.
But
you can't do nothing without a team.
I'm questioning the timing on all this, though. I mean, if you knew this back when his trial was, what,
Question
2003?
what timing? Why are you questioning the timing?
Because this was in 2003. If you should have kept the pressure on.
They did it now because it's his birthday today.
Not only that, you distracting the fact that, hey, it's still a government shutdown going on, people. But they got us all tied up in this R. Kelly stuff. There ain't nobody paying attention to that fact that food stamps stop on February 1st.
Oh, they paying attention, bro.
You know what I'm
They're
saying?
paying attention.
Or
paying
you
attention
ain't
to
marching outside the White House or whatever, trying to get this shutdown done. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. But yeah, this has been going on since then. If you see smoke, are you gonna go in that room? Because it could be fire.
But see, everybody
So I'm just like,
I'm gonna smell it.
Come on, bro. This man was on trial for this. So why you, as a future person, think your teenage daughter gonna get a chance with R. Kelly, and that's who you gonna send him when he just came off a trial for something like this?
It's all about the money.
That's not gonna happen.
It ain't about no money. It's about the fact that you got to be a sick individual to just send your kid over there to where he just got off a trial for child molestation.
If she knows she can get
on.
about 100,000 off this guy, oh yeah,
Oh,
let my
100,000
daughter-
so he could for a chance for him to molest your child.
So you were
Really?
prostitute? So
They
you were
doing it.
prostitute
So
your
that
child?
so we're blaming the parents.
they are accountable.
So
Because you
when they-
already know, just like you said, you already know this guy was on trial for
Yes.
doing what he did. He beat it, but he was still on trial.
On
for
trial
it.
for it. That's all I know.
But you're
You
still
was on
gonna
trial
let
for
your
it.
daughter go, oh, that's R. Kelly. He can get her, she
Man,
can make it big.
whatever, man.
You know,
Stop.
but see, that's what these parents looking at. So they, okay,
What is that for?
because they know they gonna get that money.
I'm not advocating him and saying he look. It's your fault that you let your child go around him to get brainwashed.
Right.
Come on.
Because now you
But now you hooping and hollering and crying. What?
right.
They knew what they was doing, man.
That's what makes me
But then
mad.
you go-
It's like you really crying now, but you act like
That's
you ain't
keeping
got
the
control
cycle
over a
going.
teenage child.
That's keeping the cycle going as well.
Exactly.
Because what kind of mental state you think these kids, well, adults are in now, from them when they were being abused and molested by him.
And all the police kept saying was, well, they're not being held against their will. They could tell us they're not being held against their will. Oh, I'm sorry, they're teenagers.
Right.
So when did the parents not have say so over a teenager?
They was at the legal age of 17.
No, some of them were younger though, Mike. I'm
Nah,
talking about-
not the ones that they called the police about. They were 17.
So when do they need to, they need to raise the age limit then? Because this is getting ridiculous.
And the thing is, these parents are not even in touch with them for
They
long
cannot
periods of
can
time.
they talk to them?
Right.
But you
He held
set
them
it up for
captive,
that.
basically.
You basically did that. Like the last couple with the little girl named Osrael. I think they're still with him.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, is one still
The
with
one
him?
that he met in Florida. Yeah.
R. Kelly.
They pulled
this
on
was
stage.
2003. What year was this?
What?
They put it on stage. What 2017, right?
No, he put on. Nah, she older now.
Right, but I mean the year that he did, it's still after the fact that he had the trial, right?
Yeah, yes, of
Okay,
course.
so you the parent, you're at
But she said it though. The parent said it. She said, "Well, he didn't get convicted."
That's how you stupid. It's still, to me, that's still something wrong with you as a parent. Like, why? First of all, why you at an R. Kelly concert with your 17-year-old child? Let's get that out the way.
Yeah.
Well,
Number two, number two.
I mean,
Why you letting him pull your 17-year-old child
now
up
that's
on
where it
stage?
stop at, right? You
Nah,
can take
nah,
your child to a concert.
Nah,
but
he could have pulled us on stage. He could have pulled us on stage.
us, right?
Us.
Right.
Us men.
No, he could have pulled my
No.
daughter, and me and my daughter would have came on stage.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
But we can go.
I don't
to-
need your help, bro. I can get over the rail myself.
right.
I don't need no help.
Don't help me over the rail. You can help my daughter over the rail, but I can get over the rail myself.
Yeah, but see,
I have no problem with him putting us on
Everybody
stage.
is
like, nah, she ain't gonna date no.
everybody
You
is
do your show.
starstruck, man. Everybody is
Come
starstruck
on,
at
man.
first.
You ain't starstruck by a pedophile. A known
Everybody is
pedophile.
starstruck at first.
They were.
And they figure, well, he's not going to do nothing because I'm right here. So just because I'm right here, he's not going to do anything. So once he was right there, he still did what he did. And the mama said, well, go right ahead. I'll be right here. Come on now.
I also want to go back to the very first interview with a girl named Lisa. She went to his home, talked to him, and said, he said, oh yeah, well, my wife is all the way upstairs. Your wife. He's married. He has a wife named Andre upstairs. And you continue to come into the home.
You talking about with Sparkle?
No, I said Lisa, the very first young lady. And she came in, and the other little girl was in there, and she knew she was underage, and they all three proceeded to have sex. But first thing I'm saying is, you knew his wife was upstairs. That alone should tell you that something's wrong. Why am I here having sex with a man and his wife is upstairs? He's married, first of all.
But she chose to continue.
That's my whole point.
Everybody has a problem
So
when
you're
they.
good with that. You're good with sleeping with R. Kelly, a married man.
Joseph
That's
said
number
that
one.
the mute R. Kelly movement started last year, and he's still doing what he's doing. He said, I would not let my daughter work with R. Kelly at all.
Exactly,
There are many other
Joe.
ways
That's
to
all I'm
get to
saying.
the top other than somebody who has no intention of helping. The Clarions were gullible in thinking their daughter would be different. My thing is, who the hell? My biggest thing is, first of all, okay, it's R. Kelly. Again, we already mentioned his catalog, but let's be clear. Which comes on next Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. on Win DC Radio. Make sure y'all tune into them ladies. Who has R. Kelly helped to become a star?
Nobody. Well, he's
Nobody.
No, he ain't nobody a star, but
Nobody.
he has collabed with a lot of great.
I know,
He's
damn
written.
that.
That's it.
No, we talk about who he made a star.
Besides Aaliyah, I don't
He didn't make
think.
him no star.
Lane.
Timberland did that.
Right.
He just introduced her.
But Age Ain't a Number, R. Kelly wrote.
I say he introduced her.
I'm just saying though.
Yeah, that's
so he
all he
did
did.
kind of he put her on the map.
He wrote a lot of
He
music.
introduced
He did put her on the map. That's the only one I know he
Right.
put
He
on
wrote
the
a lot
map.
of songs, I mean.
But outside of that, yeah, he hasn't put nobody
He ain't,
through.
he ain't made nobody famous.
He write great songs. He's wrote for the best of them. But
Yeah, he did. Joe said, I don't care how much threatening my daughter would have done. She ain't working with no damn R. Kelly.
exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying, Joe.
But-
Thanks for saying that.
Again,
man.
All the
let's go
parents
back.
were not doing that.
My daughter could work with R. Kelly.
We will.
Yeah,
She can be right here at the mic.
And
I'm gonna be
I'ma
sitting
be
over
right-
there though. I'm gonna be sitting right there though.
I'm be right in the booth.
And matter of fact, go ahead, send one of your assistants, give me some Tito's and some pineapple juice. Oh, with Mr. Reed, we about to go ahead and do
But
the
see,
song.
no.
So I'm gonna need you to step out.
I'm a better.
Oh, you need me to step out? Oh, okay, I'm gonna step out. Come on, baby. He need us to step out.
Yeah.
He need us to step out.
See, that's a responsible parent.
Yeah,
But at the
because you're
same
not,
time,
All
you're
them
not
not doing
there.
that.
I'm gonna go more responsible because I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna do it. I can find another producer to try to get her out
No,
there.
Mel,
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not going through.
like
her.
the way Mike said it,
I
that's the
don't-
perfect way to do it. Don't leave this person around your daughter without you being.
for a chance to get
No,
the
I'm
manipulated.
right.
But
Because
see,
I'm walking in her shoes.
But the parents
Right.
were around. But guess what he would do? He would slide them the phone number. He would slide the artist
No,
the phone number.
I understand that part. We
So
understand
that
that part.
Right.
But again, as a parent, like when she did Azriel and she ended up going to Kiss Me Florida on her own,
How she get down there? Right.
she drove.
Yeah, because they got her own car.
She got So when it would have stopped right there. But my biggest problem is again. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's start with the dude with the little. I forgot his name. The little goatee on his chin and all that.
The road manager.
Yeah, he kept saying when I came in the studio, I seen beds everywhere. I knew something was
So
wrong.
long.
I seen one girl in this room waiting. I seen this girl in this room waiting. I said,
What have you seen this?
never said nothing.
My
Why
check
do you
due.
say something?
Because his check is good. He's like, oh, my check. I got
That's
direct
his money.
deposit.
Again,
I
but
ain't about
again,
to say nothing.
so basically what you're doing is now you're
Condoning.
Right.
You selling your soul to the devil right then and there.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You selling your soul to the
Yes.
devil. And my problem with that is like, all y'all just sitting around knowing what he doing.
And okay with
Man, they was
Now I think there's a couple of people that left.
There's
Like
some
my
people
man,
left
I forgot my
before,
man name. I don't know what his name. The little light skinned dude used to be with him all the time. He was in I Wish video. He light skinned dude. He like Spliff a little bit, like Busta Rhymes man Spliff. He don't be, but I don't see him with him no more. You know what I'm
People,
saying?
it's a lot of people that he had in his camp that are not with him because they weren't on that, pretty much on that documentary.
Joe said Liv was his biggest success. Other than that, Sparkle was a one-hit wonder. Changed the Faces had some hits, but didn't come superstars and fell off in 2000. Boo and Gotti were corny as laughable. But Aaliyah wasn't his biggest success because Aaliyah went to Timberland.
Right. Timberland and Missing.
And that's who made her Aaliyah.
That's who put her over the top.
And Becky said
Yes, Becky.
it's unfortunate these parents basically sold their daughters
Yes, Becky.
to the devil, as so to speak. And that's
Yeah,
what they
right.
did.
That's what they did.
exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
So
They
I mean,
prostituted their child.
They sold their child to the devil and his workers.
Right.
Exactly.
Because it's no way possible that R. Kelly was able to do all this by himself. What one thing Andrea said, the wife said, somebody is helping him tremendous because he have trouble reading and write. So who's booking the hotels?
Right.
Who's sending him? Who's getting the plane tickets?
doing the flights?
Who's doing this? Who's watching the money? Who's doing?
Right.
So everybody is sitting there watching
yeah.
and okay with the situation. And what did you always hear like in Atlanta when they said when we drove to come get our kid or they brought the police? They seen cars and cars of young girls. They seen cars and cars of girls and cars. So everybody
Going
is
into the house.
so everybody is there.
Hello.
So everybody there. So it ain't like they were just in the joint by himself
Right.
with the girls. So everybody around him was just sitting there like, hey, man, we good.
But let's talk about the control he had over these girls.
They're underage, man.
I mean, he brainwashed them
Right.
to the fact where as though they couldn't talk to each. If they knew it was more than one female in the house,
He
they all
separated
couldn't.
them.
They
But
couldn't talk to each
go
other.
back to the first one with Sparkle brought her niece in.
Right.
So, because I think that was probably one of the first underage ones.
Yeah.
That went public. Well, not went public, but that's when we all saw the tape.
Came out.
And see, the thing with that, the reason why he got acquitted was because Sparkle's
No, first of all,
Brother.
damn that. It took 6 years.
yeah.
So that little girl was not gonna look the same.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Right.
But again, as you about to say,
Her brother and the niece both said it wasn't her.
well, no, the sister-in-law, because I don't think she ever came to court. The little girl never came to court.
Right. I don't think she ever came.
She
to
did
court.
an interview
They
with the
kept
police.
blurring her face
Right.
out.
Okay.
She did an interview because she was a minor.
Right.
That's why.
Oh,
But when
okay.
when they did the interview, of course, when he got the investigation and they went to her
And then they did a video, like a video testimony or something like that.
and she said that's when they but she never came to court.
Right.
So what she did say
so
it
the
wasn't
jurors,
her.
the jurors didn't see her
Right.
personally.
But
so
she did verbally say it
She
wasn't
verbally
her.
said it wasn't her.
And the thing is, Sparkle's brother continued to work with R. Kelly after that. So you know for a fact they got paid.
Exactly.
They got paid to
known for paying
say
off
it
people.
wasn't her.
They said 5 and
Come
6
on now.
figures.
So
Yeah,
you
that's
go
what
through
he's
this
paying.
whole
No, back
trial.
then, back then he wasn't dropping no 5 or 6 figures.
That's what the young lady said.
They
man.
probably dropped 5. But because
said 5 and 6, I guess it
remember
depends
the
Shit, he gave somebody $100.
Aaliyah.
He gave somebody $100 not to say nothing.
Aaliyah. He gave it to Aaliyah. That's what I'm
12,
saying.
what you expect?
$100
$100 is a lot for a
That's what
12-year-old.
I'm saying.
Man,
That's a lot of money for a 12-year-old.
I'm not taking $100 from R. Kelly.
It's a 12-year-old. You gotta think like
But
a
you still know who the
youngster
person
thinks,
is.
Selena said the behavior is present in the black communities and is pushed under the rug. The individuals that witness this is also dealing with unaddressed trauma. Have the conversation with your children. Don't trade your temple for fame. Bottom line. Black men love your daughters, so they do not have to seek those emotions in unhealthy arenas. Now, in regards to that, what you just said, that had tight as shit too, Scott. That's like it's on backwards. But
Thank
in
you.
God, what you said, you can love your daughter. I say this all the time. You can love your child unconditionally. You can be there unconditionally every step of the way of your child. But eventually, your child's gonna step out and make their own decision,
Right.
regardless of how much love you give your child.
Saying that forever.
Because a lot of the kids
you
was
can- you
leaving
They're gonna make
while their parents was at work.
Yeah.
Single parents.
Even when he was going
Right.
through the trial, Geronda,
Right.
her mother
girl
was at,
cut
her
school
mother,
to
her
go to
mother
the
was at
trial.
work, and she at trial while he on.
She
he
was
on
to
trial
watch the
for-
trial.
Yeah.
She cut school to
Instead of
go.
going to school. Right.
Right.
So you can teach your child everything under the sun.
Now,
And they
now,
still gonna do what they want to do.
Now, as father's statement said that the individual that witnesses is also dealing with some unaddressed trauma. I'm kind of different on that. I think a lot of that was of them being scared of not saying anything. You know,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
scared to
Who?
say
I'm
something.
sure they had
The
a lot
ones
of
that,
threats.
You know,
Yeah.
the ones his camp. Those ones that
So you think he
No,
ran a
I
camp like
think
he ran?
what Sean said. What Sean said earlier. They just wanted that check.
right.
But a lot of them were like scared. I don't
But
know.
now, do you think R probably did threaten him? And I'm gonna tell you, it's probably
I'm
more
sure
to
he
it.
did.
You know,
I don't think he's more powerful than people think he was.
but he
Nah,
probably,
he was way powerful. Didn't know
That's
people
what
know
I'm
he was
saying, like,
powerful.
yeah.
I mean, he probably did tell him, look, it's getting hot. I
Right.
need y'all not to say nothing.
Right.
Whatever y'all seen in here, y'all seen it. Don't say nothing. And you know, if you say
He
something,
running that camp like Suge Knight used to run in.
I'm cutting your check. You ain't getting nothing.
He was doing worse than Suge Knight.
Yeah, I mean, he because
Suge
ain't
Knight
nobody
was a
saying
bully.
nothing.
We talking
But see,
about some underage girls, man.
Yeah.
one thing we
yeah.
missing is the fact that he abused them, not just sexually and physically. He did it mentally. He even did it to his
Absolutely.
wife.
He brainwashed.
You know what I'm saying? But
Now with Andrea Kelly, I'm kind of on the fence with her. I'm on
She
the
on
fence with
both
her.
sides. She all over the place.
but then
She crazy.
these girls are calling him daddy.
That's sick. Dude.
Refer to me as
that's
daddy.
crazy.
That's sick.
If you're with
Yeah.
me, you're not to look another man straight in the eye.
Right. Or speak to them.
You're not to speak to any other females in here. And like I didn't get a chance to see the last one, but I heard he made one of them cut her hair off and look like just like a boy.
Yeah, now that girl, Michelle Kramer.
Yeah.
Shout out to Michelle Kramer,
I
and
see
I
the
love
last
that
one,
woman. I love her to death because she did not stop.
The mother, right?
She went and got her daughter.
Yeah.
She went and, when the girl Jocelyn was doing a TMZ joint,
Joycelyn, yeah.
and she was saying, "Well, yeah, we out here in Beverly Hills." The mother saw her daughter with
Right,
Jocelyn.
right.
Oh,
So
that
she
video.
went.
Yeah.
She went to found her daughter and got her daughter.
But it's, I mean, the guy
Made her his boy toy.
The guy's sick. He doesn't, and like I said the other day, for him when he comes out, if he comes out, he has to admit that he has a problem, and he's going to seek. It ain't gonna make no difference
He
now.
made a 19-minute song about it.
I mean, but the thing is, he
Okay.
has to admit.
He's
his-
already admitted. He
his fault.
said it. He said it before.
In that song,
No,
I
he didn't.
admit,
He didn't. He didn't.
He
admit
wasn't talking
that.
about
He
this,
danced around it.
He danced around. He admitted that he was having sex with little
Come on,
girls.
y'all.
but he has to do
He
something.
wanted-
said
he
he
wanted
was
y'all
telling
to read
y'all
between the
basically. He
lines.
telling y'all that hey, You putting your daughters in front of me. You putting these girls. Y'all putting these girls in front of me.
He gonna hit you with the Nino Brown thing.
Age ain't nothing but a
Look,
number, man.
if I'ma go down, we all gonna go down.
So
He
that's what.
indirectly
Yeah.
said all this. You know, you got to be just a little bit more intelligent to see that he been saying it since the beginning of the time.
Yeah, but he has to admit he has a problem. But I mean, we as the people, you know, we got to really figure out
Where's that quote?
the only way they really touch him right now is to hit his pockets. Now,
It's in his pocket because I personally think that ever since the stuff started coming out, this last group of things that came out, it's been hurting his pockets because his CDs
right? But if
have
when,
not
if
been
he,
good.
if he comes
Like
out,
Untitled, I like now. Again, I was an R. Kelly guy. I got Untitled. You know, y'all listen to R. Kelly, man. You throw the CD on, and you go in front to back.
yeah, just let it go.
Yeah.
You let it go.
You just let it go.
Let it go.
Put it on
Now, I think starting with like Untitled and all that. I think the last couple of joints after Happy People and the gospel joint,
I did love it in the
But-
Closet series.
But like you say,
that joint was
He's-
hard.
it hurt the music because now it's like he got 2 or 3 songs on this joint. Then he had the Love Letter. He had a couple of songs on this joint. Then a couple of joints. Now he's just putting out stream music. He got a song out now called "Born in My
He
Music."
fell off out of the Chocolate Factory to me.
Huh?
He fell off right after the Chocolate
Man,
Factory.
Double Up was cranking, dog.
Oh well, we can't dismiss the best of both worlds, both 1 and 2. Oh my god!
But that goes back to saying, it's like, if people, I understand people be mad at R. Kelly, but what he doing, like, if you want to throw the hammer down and be like, mute R. Kelly,
buy it.
don't buy none of this stuff for real. But again, do you fault, like, everybody knew what he was doing. Because again, if you go back to the tape, everybody seen the tape.
Hold up. And then he said, yes, he did because R. Kelly also liked men according to all the new receipts out. And Joseph said,
Yeah, one
that's
boy
why,
toy.
That's
Why
why
he had
people
that girl cut her
saying
hair?
they don't believe he made a pass at a man is laughable. The Bama had a whole ass girl looking like a whole ass boy, and he was sexually abused by a man when he was a kid.
And you had people like well, we already know that what's my man name? John Legend. He came out against him, and then what's the other guy at the Chicago?
Chance
Torre?
the Rapper.
All right.
No, Chance the Rapper. He came out and said he wished he never did a song with him. At
You
this
ain't
point.
wish that joint when you
Come on,
came
man, right.
out.
Exactly.
Get you right.
You saw the tape.
After all that, come on, dude. Nah.
That's what I'm saying. So people are
Again, if you
It's
want to
not
stop,
like
if
you
you
condoning
want,
this guy,
if
man.
you,
Stop
if
it.
well, if that's the case, you might say Jay-Z, all of them condoned it.
yeah. They knew it was on.
Jay-Z,
Whitney Houston.
Ludacris, all of them condoned it because
They
they worked
used
with
him.
him after them situations.
Because
Yeah.
he's talented.
Because that was the music side. They weren't worried about that because they were like, well, he's not going to abuse me.
If you are
None of my kids,
if you
but-
are up and coming artist, you probably got, like, say if you got 2 albums out, you doing pretty good. And R. Kelly come to you and say, look, I want to write something for you, and
He resurrected
do this and that.
Mr. Biggs.
So the
and
thing
Ozzy,
is
man. He's done a
do
lot.
you, being that artist and you trying to get the way you trying to be, do you take his offer? Do you let him do it
You
song
small
for
today or back there?
You? I mean today.
Prior today, no.
Nah.
He's not as good as he used to be. Because I mean,
I
all
didn't
this
say
is on
that's
his
what you
head.
do, but today, nah. Because
Well, say back
right
then.
now,
There's
Say
too
back
much
then.
backlash.
right now, it's
Gotta go
Too much
No.
backlash and your stuff
But
not going to sell.
say back
if his
then.
name is on it.
Say back then.
Nah, he right
better
now,
off Ghostwrite right now.
right now, he Bud Light.
But look,
He
say
not
back,
love-
He gonna put his ass in the pit of misery. Dilly
dilly,
dilly.
dilly. Hey, but just say back in '97, you an aspiring artist, you
No,
trying to get the way you going.
let's say after the tape. Just say that after the
After
tape.
the tape?
So what do you
Nah.
do? Do you say yes?
After the tape, yeah. After the tape, yes.
Why?
Because he was found innocent.
Okay, was found innocent, but you know what he was on trial for.
I don't know nothing. He found innocent. You better get his paper though.
So, what I didn't
Because that's the case, you might as well bash everybody that after the fact.
So then they tried to bring into the documentary about the fact of if these were white little girls,
His ass been in jail.
He'd been in jail.
He'd been jail. He'd have been jail.
It would not have gone on as long as it has, right?
Now, we gotta
So-
understand something. Black women or children don't matter.
It does, you're right?
It don't matter in the society of the world we live in,
Right.
and it's a shame.
It's
And
sick-
it's a
sickening
crying
for it to be
shame.
that way.
And me as a father of that had black daughters, it's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's nothing I can. All I can do is try to keep teaching my child. I mean, my daughter, she's strong-willed, strong-minded.
Right.
So I love her for that.
Right.
And she gonna keep on. She gonna get what she got to get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My daughter, Symphony, my other daughter, she don't have that street smarts or that common sense, but she'll go get her too.
Yeah.
Like she would not. She has that process in her mind that she gonna go get what she need to get. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they make dumb mistakes here and there, but that's what I'm here for. That's why my philosophy in raising my kids, I tell them all the same thing. Hey, I'm just your dad. Call me if you need me.
Yeah, but like when the guy was saying that, man, he said he was going to get something to eat one morning, and then he saw R. Kelly riding down by Kenwood High School. We like, man, it ain't cool for you to be hanging around all these high school kids, but
Now,
you
when
ain't
you-
gonna
when you-
say that.
when
Man,
you
that
say
boy's
ride
like, what
by-
the heck?
You want to do it? You want me to do it?
What?
When you say
He's gonna
ride
say-
by, is he just riding past the
Man.
joint, or is he stopping?
He doing that
Okay.
Dwight Howard crap, man.
Listen,
Come on, you already know
listen,
what
Scope.
it is. What?
If he wasn't a sexual predator or a sexual molester or a pedophile, would it be a big deal him going back to the high school?
At the age of 27?
Would it be a big deal of him going back to the high school?
What you mean if he wasn't?
If he wasn't a sexual predator or a pedophile or
If
none
he
of the stuff you
wasn't
saw, none of this,
labeled to what
would it
he
be
is
a
now?
big deal about him going back to high school?
Oh, maybe not.
If he wasn't a sexual predator or a pedophile, would it be a big difference of him going to the mall every city he go in?
No, nobody's looking at it because it's not a big red flag. But at the same time,
that's not my problem right there. With him going
But
back
when
to the
he
high
doing-
school, my problem is that you going back to the high school. Now, if we going back to the high school, we ride, and I'm looking at the young girl like, hey, come here, girl. And y'all riding with me, and y'all like,
I'm like, nah.
You
man,
just- y'all just
nah,
sitting there?
What you doing,
Nah,
man?
dude.
Here you go.
Like, what you talking about?
what?
Nah.
Here you go again.
Right.
Hey,
See?
boy, what's
There
wrong
you
with
go.
Here we go again. There you go. He doing. There you go again. That's what I'm talking about.
But you still ain't saying that.
But you ain't saying nothing.
Right. The problem is
Then I call you tomorrow. Hey, what's up? What y'all doing? We hanging out again? Yeah. What we want
Yeah,
to
we-
do? Yeah, we hanging out.
you cut that check. Yeah, we good.
Oh man.
Again.
So
It's the people around him that enabled him.
They didn't
Yeah.
help him, man.
They did not help
They
that
helped
man.
him in the wrong way.
Someone probably encouraged him.
Yeah.
They would just turn. They just turned the
brother
blind
was telling
eye.
him, man, that's not cool. I mean,
But think about it. He's not listening to that. He's R. Kelly.
at the time, I
Who do you
understand
think
that.
in the Jackson family had the most power?
Joe,
No.
Joseph, or the mother?
Michael.
As a little kid,
No, probably didn't too. But as he got older, as he became who he is, or who he was,
he made the group. I
right?
understand that.
He took care of the family.
But he also went through the same type of
If
things
Mike
of this,
say
of this
something-
nature. It's like he didn't go through the child molestation part, but he had some issues and some
No,
incidents where he had to pay people
first of all,
off.
Sco was right. Joe had the most power at first.
He did.
At first,
Joe had the most power
Man.
until Mike went to Quincy.
And Bird.
I'm sorry, Burry.
Burry.
He went
Yeah,
to
he went
Burry.
to Burry
He
Gordy.
went to
Now,
Burry.
for that,
Burry
Burry became
tried
a father
to help him a
figure.
little bit.
Right.
Became the father figure. Tried to help him, but he couldn't get him like Quincy got him.
right?
Right.
Burry got him started. Then Quincy took him
Quincy
another level.
paused him
But
off.
Joe, before that, Joe had the power. CJ said all of them in the industry, they all knew what's up. There was no secrets. Joseph and Chance the Rapper said he didn't initially consider the validity of the acquisition because they were black girls and women.
Oh, right.
Taim said actually once the original accusations came out and they were doing the best of both worlds, told Jay-Z kicked them off the tour and just made it Jay-Z and Friends. Now that's not it. Taim, there's more behind that. Joe said right time Jay-Z didn't really promote Unfinished Business once things started unfolding. Jay-Z said too many enablers. Selena said, what you don't repair, you repeat. All this music is symbolic to his behavior. Be mindful, I support all my kings. That's their weight.
He had a problem
What happened
with
was
somebody else on another tour, too.
R. Kelly had a problem. Jay-Z and them started separating their situation. Jay-Z was already mad at him about the best of both worlds because that album was going to sell diamond in a week. But the accusations came out. And what happened was it only sold like 3 or 4 million. But it's probably diamond now, but they only sold
And
that
it kept being
and
leaked
what happened
too.
was the problem on tour. The problem on tour was Jay didn't need all what R. Kelly needed. You know, R. Kelly needed the lights. He needed all that. He needed all that flamboyant, which is
Right.
R&B.
Jay
and
was
I
the
was
same thing with Kanye, right?
yeah,
He
but
don't
Jay,
have power
but
because
he
it's all that.
didn't.
He
Jay
need all
was like
that.
he didn't need all that kind of stuff.
He don't.
So what it was, and I was like, man,
He like to
whatever.
save money. He budgets.
Yeah, so that's when I went to see Prince after the fact, and I was like, okay, now I understand R. Kelly. I see why he needed the power,
theatrical.
all that stuff.
lights and
But what
all
happened
the
was, but see, Jay still did the Unfinished Business doing, but that's when I think that's when that stuff really started hitting the fan. And you're right, Taim, he really didn't promote that joint. He didn't really promote Unfinished Business.
Nah.
He didn't.
Okay.
But and like me and he was talking about that joint too. When there's smoke, when it's smoke around Jay get out of there.
Yep.
But everybody in the industry enabled R. Kelly because they knew too.
Yeah,
You knew.
You knew.
And I'm
Look,
going all the way. And I go down. My man Nelly. Nelly. Ja Rule. T.I. Jay-Z. Usher. Everybody knew.
They just wanted to get paid off his talent. They knew what he did. but then I'm gonna get a piece of this money while he hot.
Yeah.
But I mean, and it's not just. I mean, right now we're looking at R. Kelly, but it's other people in the industry that are doing the same thing that just not being brought to the forefront yet. It's just that right now he's the first
Oh, not
one.
right. But and the thing about it is he really being brought to the forefront though? Because now they got the
Not
investigation.
really.
Now they got the investigation going on.
And
And
then
they
they
got
did
the
say
investigation
that-
in Atlanta on them now.
Now?
Yeah. Right
Like-
now.
like,
Probe,
okay, well, like,
they just
okay.
started to probe.
Somebody just said yesterday on I think it was TMZ I saw it. The girl said, one of the victims, I believe, she said, well, let's have him come on TV on CNN and do a live lie detector test. Do that on live TV and see what happens.
Say now, and another thing.
This is stupid.
First of all, again, none of us is endorsing what R. Kelly did. We all think he's a horrible individual for everything he did. I do. I think he's a horrible individual for everything he did, and he should be held accountable
Yes,
for
sir.
every
He has to
fucking
be.
thing he
No,
did.
I don't want to
Yes.
just see
Seriously.
him. I want to see
and if it was
everybody
my child,
involved.
and if it was my child, just put me in the closet with him.
I'm about to put. Nah.
I tell you, just put me in the closet with him. I'm trying to tell
Put
you.
hands on him. No bull.
Just put me in the closet with him, shut the door, give me like 10 minutes.
Everybody involved
But-
needs to get something.
What we did see though, and Becky showed it to me, that one of the girls was lying.
It's two of them.
Not
that
lying
actually
about
are lying on this
everything.
thing, right.
Not lying about everything, but some of the stuff.
Some of the
And
stuff
that-
was like, yeah.
Jocelyn mother and father. Remember, they the one that came and spoke out.
Mm-hmm.
The girl that was on that said she couldn't go in the room. You said you didn't see part 6. So the girl at the end was like, I can't go in the black room. That is just so.
Oh, yeah. The 35-year-old, the
Yeah.
DJ, yeah.
No,
She
not the
talking
DJ.
about-
No, not the DJ. The dark skinned girl.
That's the DJ. She
No,
retired.
the light skinned girl was Kitty. She from Dallas. That's the,
You sure, bro? I think
I'm
that's
positive.
the 35-year-old. That's the
No.
35-year-old that went back to the house in
Kitty
Atlanta,
is
right?
33. Kitty was 33.
Okay.
The black girl that was 35 was sitting with the Jocelyn parents on that joint on the stage.
Jocelyn, yeah.
And they was and what happened was I didn't even realize that was her until they brought it up somewhere else. Becky showed me they brought it up somewhere else. And what it was, the parents coerced her into saying some lies. So what he did was when she got up there and they asked her a question, the father moved to the side. He had the earpiece on though. So they asked the girl, how long you know R. Kelly? The father said 3 years. She said 3 years. Then they asked another question. The father answered, and she answered.
That's what I told
So
you.
then they asked her another question. Well, how did you meet him? So the father couldn't get all that together. So he said, you know what? I'm gonna step back in. I'm gonna answer all the questions
Becky
from
said
here on out.
Asante, the 35-year-old.
Asante was a 35-year-old because Kitty was a 33-year-old. That was the one that pissed me off too because you was in Dallas and you up and moved and that was crazy.
So yeah, she all. I can't even go in the room.
That was her. That's the one. That was the one.
And she went in the bedroom. This is his bedroom.
You couldn't go in your
Oh my God, all
room,
this
but
stuff
you
that
couldn't go in your regular room,
happened.
but you go in the black room.
You can go in the black room
Where all the worst
everything
shit
was black-
happened.
Black curtains and you just come on, bro. See, when people do stuff like that and they trying to do too much, that's what gets
Yeah,
him off.
yeah.
That's what gets him off. Like, Furman,
'Cause
the
even-
glove was
'cause the
not
minute-
the right glove. You trying to
The
play the
minute
glove.
somebody-
Not even
We
just
should
that,
let the trial go
but not
through.
just that. When he said something about black, Furman was a racist.
Right. See,
All the
and
Texas
that, and
pointed
that messed
out.
the whole
Now, I don't.
case up.
First of all, I don't doubt. I think R. Kelly did everything they said.
I do.
To a certain
I do
extent,
too.
I
To a
think
certain
he did
extent, yes.
everything he did. Everything he did, I believe, was he had them trained like that? Was he not feeding them? Was he starving them? I believe all that. But when you put a doubt, because that's why you got to be convicted in court.
Yeah.
If a reasonable doubt, you can't
Yeah,
convict
That's
them.
it.
You can't convict him.
But I think that man, as we said earlier, that man definitely needs some help.
He do.
And I told you, Sean, my thing is, there's only one person that can do it. He has to have
Oprah?
Got to be Oprah.
There's a lot of successful.
You got to sit down with Oprah.
Crazy
You got to get
people,
them.
bruh.
We got to sit. You
Say
can't
what?
do the
successful
Torre
crazy
joint.
people.
Can't
You
do
gotta be
Bob
deranged. Like
No.
think about this. Stephen King, he writes a lot of scary
But look,
books, but that, he
it's a
gotta be
chemical
deranged
imbalance.
somewhere.
They say that.
But he makes
It's a
money
chemical
off that.
imbalance. What it is you're perfect at doing this,
Right.
but you screwed up doing
Behind
that.
the yeah. In
You know
your
what I'm
regular
saying?
life, right.
But no one is perfect. You have all the talent in the world to do
But
what you're doing.
Tanya said Irv God was looking at Shanti a certain way too, but she had her mom around her. But Irv still smashed.
Yeah, he did.
He still smashed.
So-
even though the Leah family was around, he still murdered her.
So at the end of the day, guys, this mute R. Kelly movement, what is this supposed to do to him? Like, I mean,
Nothing. It's
he's
nothing.
already made the
Nah,
money
it's
he's
hurting
going to
him.
make.
It's,
They
yeah,
tryna-
it is.
They
It
trying to
is.
hurt his
But no,
He's
pocket.
made the money he's going to make because
The
he's
only way
going
they
to get
can do it
royalties
is-
regardless of people still playing his music or whatever.
he puts
so
out
all the radio
something-
stations would have to just stop playing his music.
If he
right.
puts out
But
But you
something-
can't find
Right
you can't
now.
find all the new music like on iTunes. You can't. They're not on iTunes. He's not on
Right.
Tidal.
Right, but that's
They
new
done
stuff.
snatched
That's-
all that off.
Yeah.
But you
but
can't
that's
take
how
my
you gonna
CD
hit him.
from me in my
That's how
basement.
you get.
That's the only way
you
you're gonna
can't.
hurt him. If he puts out something new and nobody buys it, it's a rap.
Well, like Mike said though, his music ain't been all that great lately anyway.
Exactly.
Right, but
So all this great music
That's
has already
why. That's
been
why
done.
he's. Come on now. He's touring a whole lot, and he's on Instagram a whole lot promoting his tours. Come on now.
Instagram a whole lot.
You talking about you feel off.
Oh man, like, I go see.
I
Frankie
went.
Beverly, but I
First of
want
all,
to see all the old hits.
I
don't
went
see
to
no
R.
new
Kelly
songs
show
from
when he
Frankie
was here at
Beverly.
the Capital One. I honestly probably would say it probably was only about 15,000 people there, if that meant.
What the R. Kelly joint?
Not, you know what? It wasn't even 15,000 because they made everybody that was up in the upper brackets come
Come
down.
down.
So he had to have probably, I would say probably
Dang.
about 5,000 people there, dog.
Dang.
It was not crowded.
But then
That's horrible.
I mean,
Diddy and Casey. I mean,
dude. But they know. But like I said again, man, this is what makes me mad is because now all of a sudden we all in the uproar and it's like a turning cycle, man. We're doing this all over again. When that trial came out against him, to me that was like that really condemned him then.
but
So
see,
why
we
are
know.
we still talking? How does this continue?
That was-
we
that
always
was-
say,
Bro, how does
Because
something
after
like
the
that
trial,
continue after that?
go after the trial, he gave you, I believe I can fly.
Yeah.
He gave you Step in the Name of Love. He gave you Happy People. He catered to what we needed to hear.
and it just
time.
overshadowed everything that just went on.
Everything,
he's
then he
still-
come out with a God, you saved me. He
Came
come out with a
out-
gospel CD. Like
And he
But
came up with Mr.
that's-
Big, then, right?
he was still doing that. That was
Yeah,
that
and
was
then
just
that was
kept
like
going,
the
and kept going.
Kept going. He kept going with that one.
But I still think
the
like,
In the Closet
In
series
the Closet
came out.
series came out. I mean,
Yeah.
but
That's-
my thing is still that still does not give you the right to say, okay, I'm still gonna take my daughter to him after he went through that. Nah.
No, I
Keep
totally
doing your
agree.
music and this, that, but you're not getting no young artists and no young kids around you.
But that has to be the people
And that's
around
fine.
him. The people
After,
around him.
after
has
that
to
happened with
be-
Michael Jackson, was Michael Jackson still having kids come over?
Nah.
But he still continued to put out hits and hits.
The people
And
around
you just got to know how to feed somebody with a long handle spoon at that point forward. All right, you got to quit it. You were not
see,
guilty,
but
but we're not going to give you some more for you to go through
That's
that
different
again.
type of money, though. That's different type of money when you're talking about Michael Jackson. and R.
So,
Kelly.
I mean, yeah, but we talking about fun. Yeah, that's true. Because, but
Mike didn't have to make no more music.
right, but he paid a lot of people off. You know what I'm saying?
Still didn't have to make no
They
music.
all pay a lot of people off, man.
But like I was saying to him, I guess I put my question out there. My question was, like Mike always say, does the talent outweigh the white noise
Yeah.
in this situation?
It does. Well,
See? That's my
not
question.
in this case.
But in
not-
Michael
Because
Jackson
again,
case, it
as
did.
we said, the music ain't been the same.
Right.
Right. It
Now-
fell off some.
At the time, when the tape came out, the talent outweighed the situation.
Yes,
Right.
he was the man. He was like, oh man, this
because
music
he
is
never
awesome.
stopped. He kept going.
Kept on rocking.
And you're right, Lee. As black people, we are forgiving people, and that's what it was.
But that's,
Yeah.
what
And
that's
what he
how we
did.
hurt ourselves.
Because you know what he did? He came back with, because he did all this bad shit in Chicago. So what you do? He come out with all stepping music,
Yep.
catered to Chicago.
Yes,
Yeah,
he did.
came through
He
Chicago.
won his city back.
All I need is my city.
Yep.
All I need is my city. But once I get my city back, that shit gonna spread.
He was back on top.
And then all the church people that hating on me, all you church people hating on me, boom, I come out with You Save Me.
I'm gonna come out with I Look to You, but I'm gonna let Whitney sing it.
Yeah.
And then he sung it at the funeral.
Then he was at the funeral.
Yeah.
Everybody
I forgot
over.
about
He
that.
You was
sung
at
it the
Whitney's funeral
That's
singing.
right. Wow.
He had
The pastor,
the pastor,
the
was-
pastor
Yeah,
stood
he
up like, I accept your testimony.
Yeah, see?
Sing it, my brother.
Sing it, you
I thought-
nasty,
yeah.
filthy
I
mouth,
totally forgot
little
about that one.
Yeah.
pissy fingers.
So he knew how to play the people,
He
man.
said we all a couple in the success after the allegations way back when. But I'm like, that's what it was. That's what it is. And again, he's going through the trial.
Right.
But what is he doing? He's singing for the Olympics.
But you gotta
He's
be.
opening the Olympics.
Open the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, then he's still going through this underage stuff. And then what do? He gives you the theme song for the World Cup over across sea. The World Cup, the biggest soccer event of all time.
It's money. His
R.
talent.
Kelly is right there.
He's R. Kelly.
But I'm just trying to figure out, like you said, when the mother went to Beverly Hills to get her daughter, R. Kelly wasn't in Beverly Hills. So what stopped that girl from walking out the door, just walking out the front of the hotel and just doing her own thing?
The people
These
he
girls
had-
They
return.
were so-called
that- I want to look.
brainwashed.
Yeah, I want to look into this brainwash thing. How do you really brainwash somebody to just be so scared to leave and like say you say, oh, you don't go nowhere, Keith, and you go all the way out, and then all of a sudden
It's basically it's like
days
you
go
know
by,
what
and
it,
I'm like,
you know what it's
I'm
like. It's
scared to
like
go to that door.
it's like
I
you a
better not go out
dog.
there.
Yeah.
Sit.
Terrible.
Stay.
Right.
That's
See,
but
that's a
he-
powerful thing.
he's
That's like
dangling-
hypnotism. I still don't believe
Who am
hypnotism,
I?
but
What do
can
I
happen.
have? What am I giving you?
Yeah.
Well, as the Jocelyn mother them said, is the Stockholm syndrome.
Syndrome.
Yeah.
Stockholm.
Cedric said his net worth could have been up to $200 million, but all the legal payouts drops it down to $1 million.
Damn.
Joe said the Happy People and You Saved Me double album was
A joke. They made us suffer hearing that every day when I worked at Tower Records.
yeah.
Okay.
Janine said so. Now what? What are we going to do with all of this information? Talk about how sick he is for life, for a few months and forgive and forget again.
But see,
I need
that's
to
what I
know
was
what is
gonna
going to
say.
happen now.
That's
Sad to
how-
say, Neen, but that's what the white people do.
No, but what's going to happen is now, as the black people, like we always talk about, once the dust settle, we out of there.
Cedric said his skill set would always make him money.
Right. Like
Hey,
I said,
Sabrina,
you know what he can do now? He can ghostwrite and still make millions.
he ain't got to ghostwrite.
Because he can.
You did not know
right?
that he wrote the whole goddamn thing, the soundtrack to Sparkle. I sure didn't know.
Sparkle,
I ain't
sparkle,
know that.
sparkle.
See,
The joint with George Sparks in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie with
The
George.
movie.
Yeah.
The movie.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know he wrote the whole soundtrack to that.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know until this documentary he wrote that song for Whitney Houston. I didn't even know that.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, I
he
knew
wrote.
that.
He wrote the joint for Michael
And like
Jackson.
the other little girl, I think she was kind of lying too. I think she still had sex with
Michael
her.
Jackson.
When she said that she had a baby, she was pregnant by him, and then I think a week
Miscarriage.
later she had a miscarriage, and that's when he wrote "You Are Not Alone for Me." And I was like, no, he wrote that for Mike. He wrote that for Michael
wrote it for Michael
Jackson.
Jackson.
He wrote
I mean,
that when he went to Michael Jackson's house. That's when he wrote that for
He
him.
still wrote it for Mike, but what was he thinking about?
Yeah. I mean, I think he
But now
writes
you
his
gonna
songs
question
off
him.
of real life situations. I think he does.
That's
But,
all he did.
Yeah.
Majority of his songs were on the real life situations with who he was with,
Yes.
what he was doing,
Yes.
and all of them were his.
So it was like a diary.
Can he go out and write a song about something else? And
Taib
still
said
be-
he will always make money. His fingerprints is on so many people's catalogs. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Sabrina said they just showed on TMZ all three of the girls at one of his concerts. The Savage girl, the girl who mom went and got her, and that Jocelyn chick. They was chilling.
Did y'all see the message I sent y'all from Tank? What Tank wrote?
Yeah, I see that joint.
Yeah. So
But,
he-
I just seen a video where they put him on stage.
but this was after that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, Keith Sweat and
Keith
Tank was
Sweat.
doing a show
I was
and
saying,
pulled out
they
Kelly
put
on
him
stage.
and he sang for a little bit.
I don't know how long ago it was.
Right, but Tank said after seeing everything, he nixed him. He
Okay,
just-
but like Neen said, and like Neen just said, now what? Because now his whole idea now he about to come out with his own thing called the Surviving the Lies.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now when he started putting these people on blast,
Yep.
do that take
Does
us
that
back?
turn your opinion?
Yeah, exactly.
That's-
Does
see,
it
that's
turn
what
your
I'm saying.
opinion?
That's my whole
Are
question.
you gonna stay strong to your opinion?
Are
about
you
it?
still going to not listen to R. Kelly?
Because the very
No,
beginning
see
they said-
again, that's
Right, that's what I'm just
saying for
I
other people.
can separate the man from the music.
I'm just
Exactly.
saying some other people. Other people saying they're not going to listen to it, blah, blah.
Right.
Throwing all them, they burn them like they burn the Nikes. You know what I'm saying? But, you know,
No, I can understand now. I can separate the man from the music.
right.
I like his music, but that's what his job and that's what his job is.
Right.
His job is to entertain me.
Right, obviously.
That's what you do.
entertain me.
You entertain me.
Right.
But far as personally, nah, bro.
I'm punching in the mouth.
Nah, I don't. That
even
right
wanna be
there.
around you.
You
And
can
there's a
sue for
lot. And
defamation
then,
of character.
because like, as we said in the industry, you can do it to everybody. Jay-Z smacked the shit out the broad.
In the backstage.
Everybody
And
has
we
skeletons.
forgave.
I wrote that right here, right?
Everybody has
To me,
something.
everybody has skeletons in their closet. Everybody, especially in the
Absolutely.
industry.
Oh yeah,
Everybody.
that's why
Absolutely.
they said it earlier.
Everybody,
That's
but
why
see-
it's Hollywood.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly. Hollywood.
This is just the
And
beginning.
and again, like you said, we forgave Michael Jackson.
yes.
what's my
we
man's
forgave
name,
Michael Jackson, man.
We forgave Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
We forgave Mike Tyson.
He's still fighting.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson
Sabrina
left.
said, I think
Bill.
them showing him on
What's
TMZ
the
kind of
man
killed the
name?
theory of him holding them
White
hostage.
dude, the first dude.
He doing damage
Harvey
control.
Weinstein. Just like they used him. He was the first one. And after that,
See, that's my whole thing.
floodgates opened
See,
up.
you can't be a hostage if nobody's standing in front of the door holding you there. That's why they say it's not kidnapping. They say it on free will. Say, oh no, he's not holding me against my will. So when they come out and say that themselves out their own mouth, cops got to.
But that the girl again, Ashanti McGee.
Yeah.
They caught her daughter on the phone with Ashanti's boyfriend. She said, "My mom lying."
See?
She said she was coming home with wads of cash. I was asking where she got it from, and
See?
she was leaving me here with the kids.
To me, that exonerates.
So the boyfriend was like, "Wait, so that's what I'm saying. I don't even know." She's talking about he kept her there. She couldn't leave. She was like, "Oh, well, she was sure here."
Man, he gave these women choices. It's just the
Now I ain't
money
gonna say
they
all
saw.
of them. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. They gave him choices though.
Were they handcuffed?
Nah, but they was
But
just
some of them was just locked in the room.
Dwayne-
But that goes back to
his wife.
not your wife. I believe
Is there a crime in brainwashing?
I believe half and half of her shit.
Is there a charge you can put on brainwashing?
No, I believe half and half of Andrea Kelly.
I'm just asking you a question.
Joseph said it won't change
There's no charge on that. That's why he keeps beating these cases. Like it's.
Joseph said it won't change his opinion on whatsoever. Anybody who purposely does himself the Pied Piper and continues to crap he does can't tell me anything.
Hey, and look at that. And look at that.
He's
Pied Piper.
He still
played music to lure the kids out of the town.
That's not the Pied Piper. I keep telling y'all that.
That's not the Pied Piper story.
The Pied Piper is a guy that played the rats
Right.
to get out of the town.
Get out of the town.
Then
Somebody flipped it and made. Okay.
Then look it up. And then what it was, if he didn't get paid, he would play the pipe to lure the kids out of the town. Pied Piper story, yes, please. I keep telling people that, man. I was a kid and I used to always read books. I used to always read the little books. What it say?
They also called the Pied Piper of Hamelin. In German legend, a piper who rid the town of Hamelin of rats by luring them away with his music, and then, when he was not paid for his services, lured away its children. So when he
That's
wasn't
what I
paid for
do,
services,
man. I keep trying to tell y'all.
So if
What you want me to do? What you do, Will?
But still, Mike, when he didn't pay him for luring away the rats, he started luring away their children that didn't pay him.
Right, he lured away the children.
But see, he just picked it up from the kids.
That's what they do. People
Right.
up,
To
the
someone-
Pied Piper
Right.
just he paid the pipe to the kids so he get all the little girls.
So
That's
guess
not
what?
it.
Definition number 2, according to this, is a person who entices others to follow him.
Wow.
Okay.
Entices.
Is it a picture beside it?
No.
It should be him though. But I'm
I'm
like,
just saying,
again, Joe said it wouldn't change his opinion. Would it change my opinion about it if it came out with the lies? No. Because at the end of the day, we, as Neen said a little while ago, we are forgiving people.
We are.
But it just opened my mind a little bit more to what some of the shit, the crazy shit you did. Because at the end of the day,
You did something.
it was a lot of consistencies in some of these stories.
right.
We're very forgiving, because I watch the Cosby Show every day.
Calling
We
him
still
daddy.
watch the Cosby
I
Show.
Calling
still
him
watch
daddy.
it every day.
And they couldn't talk to nobody. They couldn't look at nobody. They all said pretty much the same thing.
that's
You
the
did
consistency
something.
of
I
the
don't
story.
care if he come out with something
But a lot of
saying
them was using
surviving the
in
lies.
this documentary. They kept using the word naive.
But I don't care. But
I was like, so
he
that
did.
sounded like a word they got close to say.
He did it.
I was naive.
He did what he did. You
Yes,
want now
true.
you want to come out with something to say surviving the lies. You just trying to put your spin on it.
Sabrina said it doesn't change my opinion of him. After I saw the video, I dubbed him a perverted genius. He's sick, and remember,
Who's gonna air it?
where there's a lie, there's a shred of truth. Something had to happen to create the lie.
Yeah.
Who's gonna air this on surviving the lies? I bet
I
it
think
won't
he's
be.
doing. He's doing it on. I
Right,
think he's doing it online. I think he's doing it
There
online.
it is, go entices. He's a sociopath.
Yeah, I mean, we're not disagreeing with none of that
Sometimes
stuff.
just don't fall into his web. I just feel like if you're a parent and your teen, you don't keep them away from them. That's it.
That's it, and that's
That's
all.
it.
But if their bills ain't getting paid, you know what?
But you listen to what I'm saying.
And I was what's the little girl name? Was it Azriel? Azriel. That's the last one.
That's the last one, huh?
'Cause
Because
his
the parents
dad-
outside throwing rocks in the window.
The dad was on 93.9 the other day,
yeah,
okay.
I heard about that.
and because Master P was saying, man, that was my daughter. I ain't no real man, with my
Yeah,
daughter.
I'm gonna get my daughter.
So he came on and said, man, well, easy for you to say that you Master P. Matter of fact, he's your peer. So if you know what's going on, you see all this going on, why won't you step up and defend some of these young black women that's going through this?
That's
He's
what the
your
father
peer.
said?
But also
That's
when
what the father was saying. Hold up, but he said also was like, because what's going to happen? So if I run into R. Kelly and I kill him, I'm gonna be known as, oh, that's the guy that killed R. Kelly.
Yeah.
That's gonna be it.
Yeah.
And all it is, who's gonna take care of my family then? Who gonna come and see me? Who gonna pay my bills?
So
Who gonna take care of my wife? What about my other daughter? Who's gonna take care of that? And I kind of understood what he said, and I was like, that is kind of true.
So-
but at the end of the day,
He still should have did something.
But
I'm going to jail.
What Master P said?
And he said, then my daughter-
I'm
my
going
daughter
to get
be
my
mad.
daughter.
My
I'm
daughter
gonna get
be
my
mad.
daughter out, and she decided to go back. Then oh well,
What did
I
the
did my
father
part.
do?
I did what I could.
What did the father do? Did he
That's
do
what he
anything?
said.
I'm keep going back.
they still going back to try to find him.
Did the father do anything?
Man, look,
I don't
these
know if he
people that
doing
did
it.
this lifetime story, trust me, they got paid to do this story.
Joseph
Some way,
said that's
shape,
like
fashion,
somebody
form.
said in a tweet something to the effect of at least 65% of these women are lying. It's like, so what about the 35%? Mr. David Booth tell about the Catholic churches. If 1% is telling the truth, it's a problem. Sabrina said Ariel Savage was one of the ones at the concert. And Celine said, what about the girls without a voice?
What comedian had that joke? Was
Cedric-
that Chris Rock?
Cedric said there's not that's him not coming out with the series.
Chris Rock.
It's the elites. TV can make the millions of people change their minds. Mr. David Bowles keeps saying, let's talk about the Catholic churches and the prefix to break over 3,000 kids. I mean, we all saying the same thing, though, again. And we try to do the black or white issue.
Yeah.
But that's a whole white issue, too.
Yeah.
But that's I'm going to be here.
They get
I
excused.
don't give a shit. I'm going to say this anyway.
They get excused.
The Catholic Church is a secret society. I'm really convinced of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm convinced.
From the bishop down.
I'm convinced it's a secret society that the government can't do nothing with.
I don't want to go as high as the Pope, but
That's almost
What's up,
Bishop
Skeever?
down. Like
but no, my thing was this. I was saying Chris Rock had a joke.
It is.
He
I think it's a
said-
secret society because the government don't ever press charges against them.
See, Chris Rock came over with a joke. He said, now I can understand a mass shooting. You could be the 10th person getting shot. But he ain't never heard of a mass stabbing. You know how dumb you got to be the 10th person to get stabbed in a room full of people?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's basically like, you know what this guy's doing, but you still gonna go towards him and gravitate to him for him to help your career. As a teenager, as an adult, I don't care who you are. You know his track record.
But again, y'all know my philosophy. He can pull us on stage.
Yeah.
He can bring us to the studio.
But me too. Nah, he ain't. Well, me personally, he's not pulling me or my child on stage because I'm not gonna go nowhere near him if I know his history with little girls. Period. It's just not gonna happen.
And that's your. And you know what? You got
Okay, that's all
every
I'm
right.
saying.
You have every right for that opinion.
So,
You're right.
So that's all I'm saying. But
opinion.
hey, these people kind of like to me just walked into this trap. Like, what the hell are y'all thinking?
Man, these parents knew what they was doing.
I think so
Same
too.
say, that's what I said. They said school. They said definitely a secret society with the Catholic churches. They said the Catholic Church runs the world.
People
The
mad
president has to
that
get
that check ain't coming no
the
more.
president has to go kiss the Pope's hand to get approval. They said definitely secret society. I'm serious, man. But at the end of the day, the R. Kelly joint just open. It ain't really open our eyes because our eyes was already open.
Yeah, I knew about this.
You know what? You know what?
Because we grew up in that era. We
You know what
we
it's
knew.
doing though? It's trying to make us. I think it's trying. Well, I'm gonna say me because I can't speak for everybody else. I think it's trying to make me. It's like, don't R. Kelly don't listen to the music no more, because the music transcends what he did. Not for me. I understand what he did, and I know what he did was wrong, and I think whatever happens to him should happen to him.
Should happen to him.
Yeah, but that's my entertainment. That's what I continue to do. That's like with these owners. We still watch football. We know these owners racist and shit.
Man, what?
Yeah.
You know that. The good old
know
boy
that.
system, man. You
That's
know
what I'm
it is.
saying. That's how it is, dog. I mean,
It
But
ain't
it
gonna stop
has to
nothing.
start somewhere with somebody.
It started with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna change
Joseph
nothing.
said,
man.
yeah, but the difference between the Catholic churches and the R. Kelly situation, the victims are typically little white boys who will always get protected. R. Kelly victims are primarily black girls and women, so it would be a long time before he'll face justice because the world disregards black girls and women and more than any other demographic. I said that earlier. And she said, Jen said he may have got out of 1, but 2 charges, but 3 strikes, his ass is out. Lock his ass up. I mean, we all agree to
I
that
don't
shit.
even believe in the 3-strike system.
I mean,
you do
we-
it once and then you do it again. That's your ass.
That's your ass.
That's
Second
your
time
ass,
around, that's
Mr.
your ass.
Postman.
Exactly.
And
So-
I mean, again, at the end of the day, can you separate the man from the music?
At the end of the day, I'm
Yes,
gonna
you.
continue. I'm still gonna play his music. I'm just. It is what it is.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna play
I
his
can
music.
separate the two. I mean,
Yeah.
I listen
Well,
to the
Yeah,
music.
absolutely.
That's what it's about. And I think what it is, the music, they try to hurt him in his pockets. I think his pockets already hurting.
He ain't been
Yeah,
hurt.
his pocket's already hurting.
He
His
lost the
pocket-
houses when he lost the houses in Atlanta.
And we just
And he did the live
Right.
joint.
Yeah,
he
he
tried to say
did.
somebody broke in his house.
He got
Yeah,
me
he
on that.
lied.
He
He
got
got
me.
me.
He got
He
me
got
on
me
that.
too.
He got
He got me. He was like, man, look
I
at
was
this.
like, damn.
Somebody broke in my house.
Like,
I was
oh.
like, oh, man.
Because I remember you was going off that day.
Yeah.
Man, broke
Broke my mail. Your shit got foreclosed. Your shit got foreclosed.
Oh, stop! Yeah, they play.
But I mean, and again, if Survivor the Lies come out
Oh.
online,
Everybody's
would you watch?
watching.
Would you watch it?
Absolutely.
because I want to hear his side.
Yeah.
I want to hear what
And
he got
how
to say.
ironically,
His
Oh, yeah, I'm
rebuttal.
gonna watch it.
I'm
how
definitely gonna hear his
ironically is
rebuttal.
that our girl Sparkle, her CD, her new song just came out,
Oh, you know how I feel about it.
and then R. Kelly's song just came out.
Oh,
for
real
one of my
quick.
music.
What do y'all think about that Facebook Live or whatever it was that Andre Kelly put out?
With her and her boyfriend
With her
singing
and
R.
her
Kelly.
boyfriend singing R. Kelly.
I saw it to you after the joint. It joint is great.
Yeah.
But they said it was a couple years ago. They said it happened a couple years
A couple
ago.
years ago. Even
But still, even then though, you still
all this stuff went down.
look,
Yeah,
Like I
because you
said-
so-called got divorced in 2009.
2009. Why you still rocking the name
This is what
Kelly?
I
Yeah, I
said.
want to know why you still rocking the last
Yes,
name Kelly.
he is a master manipulator.
To be relevant.
something.
Exactly.
It's always something being
That's my
marketed
next, Kelly. That's my
behind
next
everything.
Of course, it's always a market.
Just like Sparkle.
You gave it
Also,
that
now all
last
of a
name.
sudden you got a CD coming out right after this drop.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Oh, R. Kelly. Oh, now you got a new song dropping right after all this.
Man,
It was a
Marketing
great
strategy.
topic,
Come on,
man. It was a great conversation, fellas. I'm glad everybody participated in this. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, man. I know we was a little late. Traffic was hecked out there. But, you know, make sure y'all tune into the Ladies of Let's Be Clear next week from 6 to 8 p.m. right here on Win DC Radio. I know they want to answer the topic. And they might touch on this situation, too.
Oh, I know
So
they
make sure
are.
y'all check on this, man. For my main man, Sco One Time.
Yep.
My man, Mr. Sean Diddy the City. My main man, Chill Will.
Yeah.
I'm Mike Reed, and we out.
Deuces.
Yeah.
Becky said, I hope that all these guys down.
Do. You should head right on over to DC's first IHOP located at 1523 Alabama Avenue Southeast, Washington, D.C. It's the first black-owned and operated IHOP in D.C. At IHOP, they want you to